yourself in. You're in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Next one to Donovan. That ball is at the plate, and it is a fair ball. It rolled right in front of home into fair territory. So we will have a home run derby to decide the 2025 All-Star Game. That was a line shot to center that got over the wall. And Kyle Schwarber hits one to right. And we are now tied as he goes yard. His two swings have got him 2 homers. He swings and sends one down the line and right. He's on a knee, and he has gone 3 for 3 to put the NL on top 4-3.
That's good now. See you on Wednesday. It's a Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. 203. Your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. Bradford Bruns pinch hitting today for our guy Andrew Marsh, who's taking a little time off.
Man, yeah.
A little time off for our guy Marshy. So he'll be back on Tuesday, I believe. So Bradford will be with us until that point. That was Carl Ravitch. You also heard Doug Glanville last night on ESPN Radio. The All-Star Game. Everything worked. Yep.
Man.
Everything worked last night.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Everything. The game wound up because for a while there you're just trying to you're trying to figure out if you really enjoy the challenges for the pitchers and the catchers.
Like that too.
That worked. Mm-hmm. Then you're listening to like Clayton Kershaw remind John Smoltz he doesn't have a cutter.
That was funny.
Laugh out loud funny.
He's like, you don't have a cutter, you son of a...
I don't have a cutter. Like that was fun. But then the game got compelling too.
Yeah.
And to cap it off the way they did for an all-star game, it's an event. You're supposed to have fun. I loved the swing off last night. I thought everything worked from start to finish last night for the All-Star game. I don't have one complaint.
No, it was good. At first, I was a little worried when it started getting out of control.
It was 6-0.
I'm like, this isn't very compelling here now. Although the National League was up, so I liked my bet the board.
There you go.
Puckered up a little bit after that, I'll tell you that much.
Sure.
But I loved the interviews. I thought the players were great. They played along fantastic. Just the dialogue back and forth, they kept it short and sweet. They moved the mic around to different players, which was good. Now, it worked in the All-Star game. I wonder how it would work in regular season. Because in my head, I was thinking, Sunday night baseball game should have these features on ESPN, like where you get every inning's a different player is mic'd up. You get a little perspective.
Yeah, because they do some mic'd up players, but they don't bounce around as much.
Like bounce around, and then the last one goes on like somebody in the bullpen, ready to come in. You're talking, hey, you warming up right now? What's it feel like? Boom, the door's open. How do you feel right now? Like, that'd be kind of cool to be like, okay. But I can imagine that managers and owners and teams would be like, They play nice until somebody, like when Pete Alonso had it on. So that thing is just a rope right to first base, and somehow he misses it.
Yeah.
Be like, well, that's because you're in his ear.
You're talking about player.
Get that thing out of here. No more. No more.
Yeah.
We're not here. But for last night, it worked great. I loved it. And I loved the swing off. Why don't they just do that?
Yeah.
We've already...
Damn the ghost runner.
Hang on. Yes. Yes. The ghost runner has already made a farce of extra innings. It has. You get a make-believe runner on second base. How much more silly is that? Why not just drag the cage out? I thought it was perfect. You could even go 2 batters and you get 3 pitches, like 3 the swings. Mm-hmm. That's it. We're done here. The bullpen arms, the players would be happy about that. Like, I don't have to go and pitch another 5, 6, 7 innings maybe.
Right. Stats don't count, so.
Stats don't count.
Yeah.
I'm here for it,
Baseball purist is going to murder you.
Yeah.
I don't care. Baseball purist, your game sucks.
Whoa, hey, come on now.
Okay, I got aggressive.
Yeah, that was...
Got aggressive.
Baseball
purist,
took one step too far.
Baseball purist is already bent over for the ghost runner.
Very true.
Boom. I don't know about bent over, but yeah.
Hey,
bent out of shape.
Bent out of shape is what he meant.
I do it my way. Okay, guys? In Canada, that's how we say it.
You could just always go to that. I love that. Sorry, guys. It's what we do in Canada.
Got lost in translation. Okay, guys?
thought last night was amazing. I love the automated balls and strikes. I thought that was awesome. The use of that. It didn't take as much time as people complain about. There were a couple of times
it was glorious.
Where the ump was correct. There was a couple of times where the ump was incorrect. And you got it done and you went on about your day. And so I would love to see that. I don't think that that's something for people to complain about as much as they have always been complaining about. The swing off was outstanding. I love that the game was not manufactured. Like the AL actually got back into the game and forced the swing off, which made it so much better. Like it wasn't like they injury time out and you got extra time, whatever. You know how that goes in some sports. We don't need to talk about that, but I just thought it was outstanding the entire game. And for it to be an all-star game, we talked about it yesterday, how Major League Baseball has the only all-star game that is worth watching. Last night I was glued to the TV. Mm-hmm. I was excited. It was fun. I loved listening to the players. Kershaw, as you said, was hilarious. He's bouncing pitches. Oh, that was short. Okay. You know I don't got it coming.
Should I give him here?
It's your fault. Okay, all right.
Hang on a sec. I got to gas this guy up here.
Yeah. 92 miles an hour. Oh, he smoked that one. I thought all of that was outstanding. And so, for me, if you are a baseball fan and you didn't enjoy that, I think you're part of the problem for why the sport is not where it needs to be or where it can be.
So one extra note on the automated balls and strikes that I brought up in the office, there's no debate.
No.
All the games where Ollie's yelling from the dugout and the umpire goes, you're out of here because you can't argue balls and strikes. All the times Aaron Boone has been kicked out of 112 games, maybe a few less, but every time he goes out there, he gets kicked up for balls and strikes. Yeah. And how many times see the managers are like, the strike zone is here, and here they're pointing. Yeah. Now, this is a quick tap on the head, up on the big screen. Manager doesn't even have to move.
To play devil's advocate, though, the purists, they also like that element. They appreciate a little bit, a degree of the human error.
There's still outs that are going to be challenged. There's
That's
still
true.
The swipe at second base, the tie going to the runner at first base. There's still elements for this altercation, Bradford. I pictured you more as like a peace and love guy.
I don't have a problem
Little
with
did
it.
I know he's the confrontation guy.
Oh,
I don't think he minds it. I don't think Bradford minds it.
Hey, buddy, that's my job on this show. Okay?
Fair enough. No, I merely wanted to reinforce what Carey was saying about appreciating all of the different elements that came together last night in so many different ways. Honestly, it did remind me of more of the classic games that I watched back at the home with Dad, with my brother, and it reinforced exactly why Major League's baseball game, the All-Star game, trumps the other leagues to such an extent, because not only did you have a very competitive game down the stretch, I thought that from a production standpoint, too, what Fox was able to do, I was a little worried, admittedly, after inning number one, Skubal and Rowley maybe didn't give you everything there, but from Kershaw all the way through, even the slight interactions featuring Jacob Wilson, his dad, Jack, and how about, we haven't even referenced this yet, post-sixth inning, that tribute to Hank Aaron, you just hit
great.
all of the right buttons last night.
Yeah, Major League Baseball, they did a phenomenal job. By the way, I got to read this. I got to scroll up a little bit here. So our Snake Pit Active, of course. That is our YouTube channel, the Snake Pit. Thank you, Carey. Studio cams provided by Air Alliance team. Andy said Ollie would probably send up Pajes, Fermin, and Michael Hellman, who's not even on the team anymore. It's really funny. It was an element to where I'm like, whoa, what are they doing? Like, when Dave Roberts went up there and had Stowers, the Marlins rep who already struck out twice, I'm like,
Who's he again?
What? And then he followed up with Schwarber and the polar bear.
In fairness to the managers, I found out later on last night, some of the players were gone.
Oh, I'm sure.
When they came out of the game, they left the stadium. They're on their private jet back.
Right, he didn't have the whole team. I'm just like, I was.
Jeff Passan was like, well, no Aaron Judge. He was gone.
No Shohei. Shohei.
God.
They also said they made that list. They committed to those names prior to the game.
Yeah.
So it's probably players that aren't starters that are going to be in later in the games because as you said, some of those guys are. Hey, I love you, but I gotta go. I got a couple more days to rest and not have to be here. So.
Those guys always jet literally, which is why I was surprised to see Skubal, one of the starting pitchers, still there in attendance watching down the stretch.
You know, watching the swing off and all the guys being out on the fields That was exciting too. That was fun because if they're into it, it's a natural draw for
lined up
you to
along the
be
sides
into
of
it.
it. That's great.
Like Jazz Chisholm was filming some of it, and
Well, you're trying to figure out how to
fun.
hit a home run.
Let me take notes. Let me take notes here. Yeah. Oh,
Hey, Coach, you need me? I'm here.
Hey,
no, good, Jazz. Back on the bench.
You saw me in a home run derby the other night? Oh, I thought this was a doubles swing off. No, I thought the whole thing worked. Now, as far as the challenges, if they implement that in the regular season, you guys good with that?
Yes.
So am I.
I would love that. I think everything worked perfect. Because it was outstanding.
You know, some of these pitchers are going to be overzealous. I know both of them worked last night. Skubal challenged one, and then Diaz challenged the one, and that was close. The one to Randy Rosarina. You know you're going to get some overzealous pitchers that are going to be like, "No, that was a strike."
Well,
it's
on
like
the broadcast,
10 feet outside.
On the broadcast, they said that
better be careful.
They caution pitchers not to be the ones to challenge it because you're emotionally invested in that call at that point. Like you throw it, you think it's a strike. It felt good coming out of your hand, and you're like, no, you're challenging it real quick. Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, time out here.
Why don't we let the catcher challenge that one?
Right.
Skubal was correct though. He got the strikeout,
Both guys did.
and then Stowers thought it wasn't a strike, and it actually was a strike. So, I thought it worked out exactly how you wanted to. Sometimes the ump is gonna miss it. We're talking a few inches here or there, and a few inches go a long way.
It does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference, but. It definitely, to get the call right, is what matters the most.
So let me ask you this. What version do you like better? Not the way it is currently. If we advance it to what we had last night, to where you have the umpire calling the game and you can challenge, or do we just go straight to the automated strike zone?
No, I liked last night's version. In fact, we got our guy Sweet Voice James, who is an umpire. He umpires at the collegiate level for both baseball and softball. And he says, as an umpire, all caps, hell yes, give me the ABS system.
Okay.
I thought that was great last night. Yeah.
I'm just saying, because there was talk of them
There's
just
both. There's human
replacing the ump. So the ump is behind home plate for managing the game, and if there's a play at the plate, whatever, and just going full computer. They talked about that, or they talked about this system where you can challenge.
I like this system.
I like this system better
because it didn't disrupt the game. It didn't stop the game. It's not like an NBA challenge where it takes 15 minutes because they got to look at all the different angles. It is computer. Yes, it was a strike. The ball was in the zone. No, it was not. And no, it's a ball. So I thought that was so much easier, and it was quick. And it was the correct answer. Like, you got the answer correct. So, I mean, the call correct.
I liked it very much.
As did I. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. No baseball for the next couple of nights, but the MLB All-Star Game, again, a rousing success last night. The NHL Schedule Release. What do we think about the Blues, specifically to open up the season? Kind of an interesting possible advantage for the Blues early on. We'll get into it next on 101 ESPN.
We want to hear from you. Text us at 314-399-9646 on the Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Insulation text line on 101 ESPN. ESPN has your shot to score a pair of passes to Holiday World and Splash and Safari.
Find that chance to win a pair of free passes to Holiday World and Splash and Safari right now at 101ESPN.com or your 101 mobile app.
And cool off this summer at the water coaster capital of the world. Plan your family trip to Holiday World and Splash and Safari today. The splash and fun begins at holidayworld.com. Don't slow down. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. The Blues and the National Hockey League have announced the full 2025-26 regular season schedule today. Here's a couple of highlights. Unless you just want me to go game by game.
No, every single game. I want to discuss every possible game.
Date,
for every
opponent, game time.
Start with the Blues today.
Start with the Blues, and then we got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, the Blue Jackets.
Good idea.
Cool.
Opening night for our Blues will be October 9th versus the Minnesota Wilds.
Oh, baby.
No surprise there. I feel like the Wild and the Blues, Bradford and I were talking about this before the show. I feel like they have met in an opener a lot.
All the time.
Yeah. 2026 Winter Olympics breaks will be February 5th through the 25th, but the 16 total home games on Friday and Saturday nights is a big deal. 6 on Friday, 10 on Saturday. So you'll have plenty of opportunities to watch your Blues play on Friday and Saturday. Here's the other thing. Season starts with 7 of 11 October games at home. You will have 7 of 11 games at home to start the season. I don't know if this is...
Well, it's good. If you take last year, the way they ended the season, with a tear on home ice, if you take that and you translate it, if you think it automatically slides over, that's a good thing.
Yes.
It's a good thing for the Blues.
4 different 4-game homestands, and they host the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers on January 29th. So Matthew Tkachuk will be in the house January 29th.
I'm looking at a couple of these road trips, though. Oh, my. Like, they've got a 10-day road trip in November where they play 5 games in 10 days. That's massive. And they've got a couple more throughout the season that go on. So you are getting some homestands. It's nice to have the Friday and Saturday night games. We know that the fans here love that because no school, no work. That's always nice for kids and adults alike. But, yeah, you've got a home-heavy schedule in October and an away-heavy schedule in November. So that's going to be an interesting way to start it off. And then December's a lot more home games again. So it's kind of flip-flopping back and forth for the Blues.
How hard are those, like, 4 or 5 game road trips in 10 days? Like, you're playing every other night, but you're also traveling every day or every other day. Like, how difficult is that as a player?
If you're traveling every other day, it's really a pain. It's difficult. You're tired. You run down. Your muscles are tight because you're sitting on a plane. You're not like it's just you're dehydrated. But I will say this: the one trip in November that looks like it's a 10-day trip. They'll start by going to Toronto. They'll fly from Toronto to Philadelphia, and then following the Philadelphia game, it looks like they'll be in New York City for like 6 or 7 days in a row. And when we do that, you stay in the same hotel the whole time. You don't move. You just kind of bus to the games in the tri-borough area there.
Jamie, I know a lot of fans out there were very curious to see exactly when Winnipeg would pop up for the first time. Now, whether you're maybe fabricating a little bit of the rivalry aspect, somewhat disappointing that Jets actually don't roll into town until, December 17th? That's pretty late. Seems late.
Is it December?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now, December 17th. It is what it is. These schedules are difficult sometimes to put together. And I think Winnipeg will only come here probably once this year, I believe, if I'm correct. I could be wrong because, that happens, but hitting the head a lot.
Is it back to 2-2 with the Central? I don't know if it's even, though.
Well, maybe with the Central it is. Yeah. With the Pacific, it's 1 game in one city and 2 in the other.
Right.
Which is kind of weird a little bit. But how about Anthony? How disappointed is Anthony? We don't see his Sharks until March 26th, and then we see him twice, though, 26th of March and the 30th of March.
Birthday present. That is a birthday present.
What's that, Anthony?
It's a birthday present.
That's truly unbelievable. That the freaking Sharks have played the Blues on my birthday, which is March 30th, twice in the last 3 years. That's unbelievable.
It's like I got to set this up right.
How is that possible? That's a weird. Like it's not like you play the Sharks a lot, but of course, the times that you do play them, it's on March 30th.
Yeah, it's somebody knows.
Actually, Anthony, the month of March is really good for you. March 6th in San Jose, March 26th, San Jose here, March 30th in San Jose. It's your birthday month. They know it.
That's unbelievable.
By the way, congrats to your organization. I love the hire.
Bradford, don't you do it.
Joe Thornton, hockey advisor,
Jumbo
player
Joe.
development. That's great.
You know what we should do?
Cool.
We should get Jumbo Joe on here one day so he can talk to his biggest fan.
I'm a very spiteful man, Bradford. Don't you jump in with these guys.
I didn't say anything.
We didn't say anything.
You said
Great
it's my
idea.
birthday. You said, oh, birthday.
I said it's your birthday
present.
month.
Hey, he didn't say
No, he said it's your birthday present.
He said they play the Sharks on March 30th. I said, oh, it's your birthday. I said, oh, it's your birthday.
Let the record show that Grant writes those questions. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It is March 30th not your birthday?
It is.
Okay, that's all I said.
See if Joe's in town for
Happy
that one game.
birthday.
Get your jersey signed.
It's just unbelievable. You know, you're a part of it, Carey. You're a part of it. And you know it. You're not saying anything. You're not
didn't
stopping this
say
nonsense.
anything.
You know I'm not a Sharks fan, yet here you are. Not saying a damn thing.
All I said was it is your birthday, March 30th. And he said they play the Sharks on that day. And he said, wow, what a coincidence.
I think that I get a pass because I backed up your travel plans not that long ago. I was on your side. Give me a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
For reprieve here.
What am I giving you credit for?
The travel plans not long ago. Remember, I celebrated what you wanted to do with the ATL, the Falcons. Come on, vacation.
Oh, no.
Yeah, you did.
I didn't approve that at all.
That's a reach.
I didn't approve that at all.
No.
That was a terrible idea. That was as bad as Sam Darnold being the most important player this year.
It's not what you did. You're hacking that up. I said the most approved beyond
The most-
Josh Allen and Lamar
Most
Jackson.
improved player of
who
the
you
year.
already talked
Sam
about.
Last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, MVP is what he said.
You guys all proved my point. He had a lot to prove. He had I don't even think about him.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are unbelievable. All right, what's trending next in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN?
101 ESPN is powered by Kaufman Townsley St. Louis's injury lawyers. Call 314-500-5000.
If you haven't played Underdog Fantasy, you're missing out. Underdog is one of the fastest growing sports game apps, and you can play right now in Missouri. So test your sports knowledge, whether it's baseball, soccer, basketball. They've got all kinds of things, man. They got WNBA. They even have video games that you can go higher or lower on certain statistics. But when it comes to baseball, Underdog's got to be your play. Just pick a player. Couple of players, in fact, decide whether or not they're going to go higher or lower on their stats. So they've got home runs, they've got strikeouts, they've got total bases, they've got RBI. You get the idea. That's it. If your entry is correct, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. Means you could turn a single dollar into, yep, that's right, 1,000 just by getting a few picks right. So head to Underdog, download that app, pop in my promo code, which is just my first name. Just type in Anthony, and then that will unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Again, that promo code is Anthony at Underdog. Must be 18 plus and present in Missouri. Terms apply. See underdogfantasy.com/web/deposit-match-terms. Concerned with your play, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org.
Zone, where sports betting meets reckless optimism, questionable logic, and the occasional stroke of genius. With hosts Anthony Stalter, Tim McKernan, and Scott Rizzuto. Check out the latest from the Spread Zone at 101ESPN.com or the 101 mobile app. The Spread Zone is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more. 101 ESPN Sports Center.
Blues welcome Wild right out of the gate. Good afternoon. I'm Bradford Bruns. This Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. St. Louis will begin its 2025-26 campaign at Enterprise Center October 9th against Minnesota. Jim Montgomery's club, in fact, gets 7 home dates throughout said month. Beforehand, though, 101 ESPN has you covered exhibition-wise as preseason action begins September 20th versus Dallas. Baseball, Brendan Donovan's Cardinals resume play Friday out west. Last night, number 33 wrapped 2 hits, his National League team eventually claiming MLB's 95th Midsummer Classic. The SportsCenter update was driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. What are the hot topics in the sports world?
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
It's time to find out with
What's Trending? Brought to you by Elite Comfort Experts. Heating and cooling with no gimmicks, just guarantees. EliteComfortExperts.com.
Just past 2:30 in the Lou on a Wednesday, which means it is time for What's Trending Now. Bradford Bruns, Anthony Stalter, Jamie Rivers, as well as Carey Davis with you. Guys, the British Open begins across the pond tomorrow. We have some very interesting comments from Scotty Scheffler, actually, later in today's program. But one golfer who is in hot water for his actions at last month's U.S. Open, that would be Wyndham Clark. He has been banned from Oakmont Country Club, actually, for damaging property. This as of early this morning, specifically his locker. So, have you guys ever been tempted to go a little Happy Gilmore on the locker room at the Links?
Not at the
locker
Links.
room.
No, at the Links, I'm like, get me a beer.
Ooh.
Like, once we're done, if I played great, I want the beer. If I played terrible, I want the beer.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm actually, when the rounds, I look forward to sitting down with the guys and chatting. And I don't know. I'm never angry at the sport of golf, like, after.
Oh,
in
during.
the moment?
Yeah, I'm saying during
In the moment, I
Man.
have broken clubs.
Yeah.
And I have
I have tossed a few.
Thrown them. Yeah.
Like it's the club's fault.
Have you seen my swing? It's a pure swing. It's got to be the club.
I have almost tossed this thing into the lake plenty of times. Just get it out of here.
Yeah.
It's not. What are we doing here?
Yeah, but not like the locker and stuff.
No,
like that.
I'm not that. I'm not gonna rage out there. I'm not that good at golf to feel like
don't take
I should
myself as
damage
seriously.
anyone else's property. Now I can damage my own property.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
A little surprised, quite frankly, that he wasn't disciplined previously by the PGA Tour. After all, when you're affecting the sponsors, when you're throwing your driver and damaging a tee box area, which did indeed occur,
Yeah, that's not good.
a little bit of an issue there. Ooh.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got anger problems. Carey, what do you think you should do?
You know, there's the therapy. I learned that anger is actually a secondary emotion. So you feel something else, probably embarrassment or frustration, and then you become angry because of the way you played.
Well,
so
frustration is anger, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know if that is, but I know that when you go through all of those emotions and then you act out,
Yeah.
you should talk to someone, because what you don't want to do is just respond. You need to take a beat, take a breath,
Yeah.
think about it, and then do the exact opposite of what you were just thinking. Because sometimes.
Why are you talking to me about this?
You and
asked.
you did ask because you needed some information.
Have I told you guys the time Mike Keenan made me do an anger management class?
No.
Yeah. Made me do an anger management class, and he also had me tested for drugs.
You thought you were just.
What kind of drugs?
Like hardcore drugs. Yeah. Because when I came in the league, I didn't look like the other players. I had the long hair, I had 2 earrings, I had tattoos, and they're like, oh, who is this guy, you know? And so Mike, he did it just to be, annoying.
Diamondback?
Trying to prove a point or whatever. So he made me do like a whole drug test. And I was like, okay, here you go. Like, I don't really care. It's fine. Like, I don't do drugs. Like, don't test me for alcohol. Please don't do that. So he made me do that. And then there was something happened. I forget what really, but then he had go through an anger management class. Yeah. So I know all these.
He realizes you're a hockey player. You realize you're a hockey player, right? Like, there's going to be some anger that comes out.
This was the mental warfare that he did to guys.
Seemed like a good coach.
He's a horrible coach. He literally knew nothing about the sport of hockey. He had people around him that were X's and O's, and all Mike Keenan did was try to extract the best out of you by making you miserable. It's an interesting
tactic.
That's one way to go about it.
Yeah. I wonder how John Cooper feels about that, who Tampa Bay Lightning coach, one of the most successful coaches currently in the National Hockey League, and he doesn't operate that way. It's amazing. Jim Montgomery, another one. Craig Berube, another one. Pretty good coaches, guys.
Yeah.
They're not Diamondbacks.
No. Different strokes. Somebody who's probably not as angry or frustrated as he may have been a couple of days ago. That would be one Nate Eovaldi from the Texas Rangers. Jamie, we talked about this briefly before the show. Left off of the American League All-Star roster, one of the few hurlers apparently who actually fell under that category. Had a great first half, 7 victories, 1.5-ish ERA, but because he missed about a month of action, not picked for the team. No worries, though, because Texas actually made good and gave him $100,000. That bonus as stipulated in the contract. DeGrom fetched that sum. Maybe atypical behavior, depending on what we would expect here.
So Carey, you and I have exchanged stories in the past where coaches, organizations, people will find a way so you can't get your bonus.
Yeah.
And here we got the Texas Rangers
giving them out.
Just giving you money.
You know what you should have been. Here you go. Hell, that's
now,
nice.
I will say this. The St. Louis Blues, I forget what year it was, maybe 98. I think it was 98. Pavel Demitra had a bonus for points that year, and he was 1 point shy of getting like the second or third tier of his actual bonus. And we're the last game of the season. We're in L.A., and he has an open net. He can score. But I believe it was Scott Young also had a bonus for goals scored. Actually, it was Pavel had one for goals scored, not points. And so did Scott Young, had another for so Pavel passed it to Scott Young so he could score and get his bonus.
That's awesome.
That is nice.
The team gave Pavel Demitra his bonus as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Because it was a completely unselfish play.
A team should do it that way.
Because he could have got his own bonus.
Yeah, it goes a long way. I mean, that's awesome. And I know that, Carey, you had said at one point, too, your teammates realized that it was a running back or something, right? That needed a yard.
5 yards, 10 yards. He was on the bench. We didn't know. Why didn't you say nothing? The hell is wrong with you? I came and sat down.
Did he get his 5 yards or no?
No.
Oh, wow. I told you guys.
That sucks.
The Mark Bergevin story and Chris Chelios.
You may have. Go ahead.
I had a games played bonus in my entry-level contract.
Yeah.
Then we got to the end of the season, and Bergie knew about it. And I was, stressing because, everybody's healthy. We're heading to the playoffs. I'm like, I'm probably not going to get it. You know, it was 2 or 3 games off. And Bergie came by me and said, don't worry. He said, you're getting your bonus. And then the next day, Bergie had a bad groin. Couldn't go.
That's awesome.
Couldn't go.
Yeah.
And then Chris Chelios went and told the Red Wings management, he needs one more game. We have one more game to play, and he needs one more game to hit 50 games played this year for a bonus. And they were like, okay, well, who do we take out? The organization had no problem with it. Who do you take out? Charlie goes, take me out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's something, man.
So those are good dudes.
Yeah.
Good teammates.
One more, guys. At least one team in Los Angeles is doing something on the hardwood. Yes, I said it. Our town's Bradley Beal. Hey, he's agreed to a contract buyout.
Them too.
Well, it's, still relatively early in the week. We may get to the W talk sooner rather than later. But in any event, St. Louis native Bradley Beal, he's agreed to that buyout with the Suns. 3-time All-Star hasn't really gone very well for him over the last couple of injury-plagued seasons. Reportedly, though, he's going to be joining the Clippers. That's right, on a 2-year deal after he clears waivers, joining a pretty good rotation CD. You still have Harden in place with Kawhi for another year at minimum. Picked up Brook Lopez, if I'm not mistaken, in free agency too. Yeah. Clippers with Lou at the helm. What are you thinking about this move?
I think I'm over the big three movement. Like, it hasn't worked. You having three guys that are premier scorers or guys that are guys that need the ball in their hands to score. We saw that in Phoenix with KD, Bradley, and Booker. It didn't work. Like, somebody has to take a step back, and Bradley Beal is a guy that scores points. Like, so for me, I don't know how that's going to work with Kawhi. He actually played a lot last year. Didn't deal with many injuries. James Harden. I just don't like the look of it, because you got all these guys, similar body types, similar positions, and how are you going to get all these guys to score?
What if they can convince him, though, to be the top dog off of the bench? It didn't work in Phoenix, but you're nearing the end of the line here.
If he comes off the bench, then I think being the first guy off the bench, I think that's outstanding. I think he can lead that second unit, but at some point you're still going to have all three of those guys on the court because they're all finishers.
Yeah.
And so how do you manage that part of the game when it's late in the game, late game scenario? Who's going to get the shots? Who's going to get the ball? The big three movement for me, I've just seen it. I only saw it work once, and I don't consider the Celtics the big three because they were all older and they were different positions. And so this big three, we'll see. I don't know if Kawhi and James Harden are going to be able to pull it off again.
You don't seem like you like it.
Not a fan.
Okay. It's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, Bradford Bruns in for Andrew Marsh for the next couple of days as Marsh is taking some time off. Since we're in the All-Star break, we all decided to kind of dive into the latest quarterback series on Netflix. And Jamie, you and I are in agreement with one quarterback that we just don't know what to make of it. Maybe we'll provide some perspective on it next on 101 ESPN.
It's Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Rangers and Tigers. Pregame at 5. First pitch at 6:10. The MLB plays on 101 ESPN.
Dents Express, St. Louis's leaders in hail damage repair. Call 636-227-5050.
If you need a new ride, or maybe you're looking at a pre-owned vehicle ahead of, I don't know, maybe sending somebody to college within your family that's a first-time driver, and you want to make sure that they're set up with a reliable vehicle that give you a little peace of mind, offer a great deal. Auto Centers Nissan Herculaneum. Go down there, see my friends, because they're fantastic. They cover all three aspects for you. One, they've got a great selection. They've got over 1,000 vehicles, both new and used, all in one massive location, right off I-55 in Herculaneum. Auto Centers Nissan also has great deals. 0% APR for 60 months, 0 down, and no payments for 3 months on 2025 Rogues, Pathfinders, and Muranos. I've driven all three. I enjoy all three for varying, reasons. With the Murano right now, I'm driving that. It's an awesome ride. But if you need more space, Pathfinder's great. If you need maybe a cost savings, that is a great, safe, reliable vehicle, check out the Rogues. But if you're looking at used cars, Auto Center says 0 down and no payments for 3 months on used cars. And remember, this is the peace of mind part. They've got dealer pricing, a lifetime warranty, and a 30-day return promise. And that lifetime warranty is great, especially for anybody, but a new driver that, again, maybe you're sending off to college. Get in while the inventory's hot. They got their Wiggity's Hot Lot Blowout going on at Auto Centers. You can also check them out at AutoCentersNissan.com. Make sure you tell them Stalter sent you. Again, it's Auto Centers Nissan.
Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Since it's MLB All-Star break, we decided to dive into the new quarterback series at Netflix since, we won't have Cardinals games for the next couple of days.
Netflix does a real good job.
They do a great job with these documentaries. I feel like documentaries are, they've increasingly gotten better and better.
I absolutely love documentaries.
The access.
I do. I love sports documentaries where, they're compelling. You find out what's going on behind the scenes. When I travel on the road, I'll always go through Prime, Netflix, wherever I can find the sports documentaries. The ESPN, they're 30 for 30s and all that stuff.
Great.
Love them.
Yeah. Carey, it's a little difficult for you, I think,
Carey
watching.
Yeah, the football ones are like Hard Knocks. I don't watch. It's weird. It's just hard. I only watched the off-season Hard Knocks. I cannot watch the in-season one where people are getting cut. There's too much trauma associated with that. Going to somebody, hey, talk to you down there.
Grab your playbook.
Again?
Coach wants to see you.
I had a great game. He did, but so I don't watch that. I will watch other sport documentaries, like I think everybody watched the Last Dance. Mm-hmm. One of my favorite, I think it's Unrivaled with the
Red Wings
and Avalanche. That was absolutely amazing. I watched that. I'm like, oh, they're going to kill each other. Somebody might actually kill somebody out here. It was.
There may have been a couple of attempts.
That was one of the best documentaries I've ever watched. But the quarterback and seeing these guys, I did it. I don't know. I don't know. I care what you do when you leave the facility.
So Carey hates this segment.
Okay. I just don't. I don't.
That's fine.
And then the other part that I have trauma from, and Jamie, you know this. When you're watching film. And there's a play that is on the horizon that you messed up on, and it was bad. The film is just going, and the coach gets to that play, and he rewinds it 500 times. Yeah. Bro, I got it. I knew it when I did it. I've been sitting here waiting for an entire 24 hours, 48 hours to watch this play. I don't need to see it another 45 times, sir. And you just got to keep watching. What were you doing here? It's the same damn play. I already told you what I was doing. I don't know. I fast laned up.
What do you want from me?
Why the hell do you keep rewinding it, sir?
Yeah.
It ain't going to change. It's the same play.
Boy, that was true in high school, too. High school, college, pros.
Nobody wants to watch that, man. So... Then you get that.
The best is when they just keep rewinding it and they don't say a word. Rewind, play. Rewind, play. And the whole room is they know what's going on. And the coach is staring just keeps rewinding, almost if I look at this enough times, maybe I'll see what he was doing.
What you were thinking.
And then, I'll never forget Joel Grenville. Rewind, pause. Look, because no matter how many times I watched that, I can't imagine how bad that play was. What were you thinking? And there was one where I came around the net and made a pass. It was beautiful sauce pass. The guy out of nowhere knocks it down and roofs it on Fierzy. So in this meeting, I'm like, well, I couldn't see the guy. What do you mean? I go, well, the tape, you can see there's one of our players is there, but from my vantage point, I'm I can't see through my teammate to see where that guy is. We can see it on the tape, and it made total sense.
Yeah.
He's he's right there. I go, but coach, I'm never mind. I go, quite honestly, Fierzy should have had that anyways. He lost his mind. I was well, forget it. I'm already in crap.
Did he laugh at all?
No. Other guys did.
Yeah.
He got more angry. And then for a week straight, every game we played, there's one clip that I did something wrong. Every time, on purpose.
He's highlighting
it. He should have. I should have just shut up and said, yes, coach.
Yeah, right.
Instead of explaining, I thought, I'm going to help out. I couldn't see the guy,
Right.
It's a terrible play.
Yeah.
Bottom line. Sorry, coach. I'll send myself to the minors.
I know where it is. So we watch kind of the third and most. For me, I watch most of the fourth episode of Quarterback, and I don't know where you want to start here, Jamie. If you want to start
do you
with,
still like Kirk Cousins? There's some things that happen, Carey. Do you like? By the way, you like music, right?
I love music.
Very seldom do you know who sings any songs.
I don't know any songs.
Do you know the Cher song? Do you believe
in love after love? No, I do know. I know the
Okay.
songs. I just don't know who sings them.
Yeah, well, Kirk Cousins and his friends and his brother shouldn't be singing that song.
in line after a game at the drive-through. Whoever, I don't know if it was his son or his daughter in the back goes, "Can you guys stop?"
As soon as they start singing that song, I text Anthony, "You're going to hate Kirk Cousins again."
That didn't bother me as much as when his buddies in the episode, they go to like his
14
games.
years in a row.
Yeah, 14 years in a row. They've gone to starting in Washington. His brother and his two buddies go to one of his games, and they all eventually they develop like a theme. So each year's a theme. So he was starting off the backup in Washington when they first went out and saw one of his games, and then when he became a starter in Washington, the theme was business, like it's business time. Yeah. So they all dress up in suits to the game. So it's kind of funny. Yeah. Well, for last year they went to the Dallas game. It was in Atlanta. And the Falcons destroyed them. But they wore, it was like an internet meme of a guy wearing kind of like 80s
It'd be like, remember Richard Simmons?
Yeah.
Like
one of
short
those
shorts, workout shorts, like those type shorts, like the crop top.
Yeah. So they were funny. I mean, they were like, hey, this is our theme this year, right?
Pretty funny.
It was pretty funny.
If my buddy showed up and my brother showed up like that, like I'd be like, yeah, okay.
I think Kirk was a little miffed when he saw him on the sidelines. He was bothered by it.
Everybody else loved it. His coaches, his teammates were laughing. Like, is that your brother? Is that your boys? Like, and he was like, yeah.
Right. Well, he went up to him, too. He went up to him, and he was like, okay, guys, you guys are stupid.
Yeah.
Was he starting at this time, or was he?
This is in Atlanta last year.
Was he still starting?
Yes, he was.
Hadn't started yet.
This was still the ascent.
Oh, okay.
But so that bothered me more. And then they show the cut scene. He's like, well, my teammates and my coaches are all fine with it, so I guess I was okay with it. Like, buddy, lighten up a little bit.
One, you've made hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Two, you're the starting quarterback. If your brother and his buddies want to show up wearing Borat's Speedo, who cares?
Buddy, you're at Great Clips hyping up the rush of a haircut. Like, I think this is fine, man. You're not embarrassed by that.
No.
But
okay, by the way, nothing against Great Clips. We don't.
No. I'm just saying. No, I mean like him hyping up the rush of getting a new hairstylist.
I just remember that video. We got to be careful what we say.
Oh yeah. No, Great Clips. Excellent cut. Absolutely. Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's fine.
I've never been.
So, Carey, I'm interested if you do get around to watching this, because you did watch the first quarterback series.
Nope.
Oh no.
No.
Did you watch the receiver? I know you watched the receiver
He's
one.
boycotting football.
No, I watch football. I just don't watch documentaries.
I know you watched the
football.
receiver one because you and Marsh were talking about it. I hadn't seen it.
We were talking about
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
I know the Giants one, but I thought you watched the receiver one. Where
he said you need to watch this. And
yeah.
I'm like, okay.
And then you got on, but you were all in on the Giants,
and they stunk.
Yeah.
And
all right.
Like,
anyways, so you probably won't get around to watching it, but I would be interested.
I'll have me and my son will watch.
I think your son will enjoy it.
Listen,
He might.
Don't worry about it. Jamie and I have come to the same conclusion, though.
Kirk Cousins is a great guy.
He is a great human being.
He's a good human.
He's a good human being. Absolutely.
I'm never going to say he's not.
Jared Goff, incredibly likable.
Yeah, like
incredibly naturally
unreal.
Really?
He had
easy to root for.
Well, one, he's blue collar, right? Like the way he got there, the way he got jobbed from the Rams and all this, and then the Lions take him in. So the city of Detroit, very blue collar, much like St. Louis.
Oh, big time.
They love Jared Goff. End the story.
Yeah.
And now Jared has not only been a very good player for the Lions, but then they show him this last episode. He's got a scholarship fund where it was like 10 kids, something like that.
Yeah.
10 kids that he pays for like their education. Amongst other things. Basically, they get to live a good life, and it's like Jared Goff that does it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And he was talking to them. They presented him with something.
Yeah, and he's emotional about it too. Like it wasn't just hey, here's the clip where we're going to show how this guy's a good dude.
Yeah.
It was there was a lot of emotion to it. The one I can't figure out is Joe Burrow.
He's different, man.
It's
Different
like
/ weird / awkward.
Now, in his
pissy.
In his defense,
well, if you were getting sacked all the time,
offense,
you might be.
Yeah, but if you actually did watch it, you'd see what I'm saying.
Okay.
In his defense, he was having a great year, and they were losing games they shouldn't be losing.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna be frustrated, and it's the cameras in your face, and you're capturing that. But even beyond that, I'm like, you're not what I expected.
No.
I expected Joe Cool. I expected kind of like, he's gonna be.
He lost me the moment he had a stylist, like to his everyday clothes and like things like that. Like, what are you doing?
He's a superstar.
Yeah, I know that, but even if I won the lottery tomorrow and it was a $200 million, I'm not hiring a stylist. Like, if I have a big night out or a banquet, I'll go to a place and say, hey, I'd love to have you make a suit with these colors. But that's like, not like, hey, pick out my shoes and the handkerchief and,
That's kind of the new. That's kind of the new young.
I don't know.
Player
It just was weird to
thing.
me. There's a lot. There's more than that. Like, I'm just plucking things. There's more.
You're saying he's not the everyman.
I don't know what he is.
I don't know. He's going to be relatable to a lot of people.
He's right now. He seems to be a bit more of a foil, if you will. He's not the Goff. Certainly, he's not Cousins. He has a totally different demeanor.
Yeah,
which
very
is kind
much
of
so.
interesting, though, for the narrative of the story.
It's good to have a contrasting personality compared to the other two, because the other two are very nice individuals. Kirky's awkward and dorky in his own way. Jared Goff's just a great American. I said I'd rather
great American human being.
He is. Him and his wife are like, okay, this is what I feel like I need to be a better person.
Right. I need to be Jared Goff. Yeah, but you're right. You're like watch.
What? No, what?
Easy. Watching that series, you do come away with that thought.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Brendan Donovan had a couple of hits last night. He represented the Cardinals very well. All right, flash forward. Who's next year's Donny? Who's next year's Brendan Donovan for the Cardinals? You already got yours?
Mm-hmm. I got mine too.
Oh, I want to see if you guys match. That's next on 101 ESPN.
You like that? You like that?
You can now listen to 101 ESPN on demand. Get caught up on all our shows and podcasts at 101ESPN.com or on the 101 mobile app. 101 ESPN podcasts are presented by the Schaefer Door Company.
For years now, I've been telling you about my friend and trusted realtor, Gloria Liu, with your home sold guaranteed realty. Her eager buyers in waiting, her upfront written guarantees, and why she's the one you should call. Just remember, here's something you may not know. If you're selling your home and also looking to buy, Gloria has featured listings and open houses this weekend. Yes, lots of them. They're all over the area, and they're going to be in your price range, too. All different price ranges, so you will find something in your price range. And it also includes some amazing luxury properties, and I'm talking about absolutely beautiful, beautiful, incredible homes that you're not going to find anywhere else. Gloria Liu has guaranteed sale programs to help make buying and selling easy. In fact, Gloria Liu invites you to reach out to her directly, whether you're buying or selling. And if you want to see any of those amazing homes with a private showing or open house, it's easy. Just visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com and click on the featured listings tab, or simply call Gloria Liu. But when you call her, tell her Jamie Rivers sent you in. Her number is 314-325-6888. Again, that's 314-325-6888. As always, Gloria and the seller must agree upon the sales price and possession date.
WXOS, WXOS HD1 East St. Louis, 101 ESPN is driven by Brown and Crouppen Law Firm. Two former pros and one average Joe. You're listening to The Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
Cardinals, Donovan bats from the left side in his first All-Star appearance. Hits one on the ground to short. Witt Jr. backhand, jump throw, no chance. 2 outs, 2-2 pitch on the way. He reaches out, touches one into center field, and that's good for a hit for Brendan Donovan. As he got an outside pitch from Estevez.
Look at that guy. Vibrant, handsome, hair.
Carl Ravitch on the call last night, ESPN Radio, as you listen to the MLB All-Star Game right here on 101 ESPN. So our guy Bradford Bruns, who's in for Andrew Marsh today, at least until Marshy's mom takes over next week.
Yeah.
She stopped by. Shout out to Marshy's mom. She came in. You know, Andrew Marsh never gave his mother a tour.
Never give her a tour.
This is her first tour today.
We find out that she listens almost every day.
Mm-hmm.
She texts in with comments and questions for Marshy.
Yeah.
Information.
Yep. But
What a great woman.
Never brought his mom in for a little tour.
I haven't either.
Well, Anthony hasn't either, for that matter.
I have. Oh, yeah. My mom's been here.
Not since I've known you.
Well, I mean, not in like the
You don't
show,
think
but
I'd like
I've given her a
I'd
tour
like to
here.
meet her?
Of course. Absolutely.
I'm sure she's a lovely lady.
She doesn't live here, but,
Well,
you know, next time she's in, Jamie.
What's
of
your
course.
excuse?
Say what?
What's your excuse?
Yeah.
I have none. I don't make excuses, you know. I'm not going to tell Coach Keenan, well, actually, Coach Quinville, I didn't see the guy.
Yeah, that's a shot at me, by the way.
Wow. Holy smokes.
You mark that one down.
Hurt
Okay.
people, hurt people.
Very
That's what that was.
Insult at 3:04.
Dang.
Okay.
Not
We'll see
great.
about this, buddy.
Anyways, Jamie will deal with that stink. Bradford, what was your thought on this question in terms of who will be next year's Donny?
Well, after last night's performance, guys, and it was interesting insofar as you had Donovan actually in a game that was filled with a bunch of different exciting storylines. He was the only guy, despite entering in the 5th inning, actually to record multiple hits, and we know that it has been a banner, a career season to this point. So my question is, as we fast forward to next year. So next year's game being played in another National League East ballpark, specifically Citizens Bank in Philadelphia. Who is the individual on this current Cardinals roster? We'll say current roster because I'm leaving the door open, maybe. Yeah, nod to the minors, perhaps, Carey. I'll look in the other direction. But who is most likely to take that step, make that leap, and go from solid performer, maybe somebody who wasn't on the national radar, to being the next big thing for this team?
Can I try and guess yours?
Sure.
JJ Weatherall?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. That's where, but Bradford just ruined it by saying current roster.
They didn't ruin it.
He ruined it for me.
Yeah.
Well,
Sell us.
It's
You've
still
got
next year, though.
Sell it.
It could
Sell
be
it.
next year's current roster.
Yeah, it could be.
You know?
that's true.
Yeah.
I got one that I think might be obvious.
I know where you're going.
Yvonne Herrera.
That's where I was thinking. That was my
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yvonne Herrera.
It's just a straight up DH?
Sure.
Tough. That's going to be tough.
Absolutely.
It would be tough as a DH.
It'll be tough.
It'll be
because
tough until
Shohei
he's
is,
leading the league in home runs and slugging.
Yeah, well, he still hasn't proven that he can do that. Just saying.
He's been hurt.
That's
Yeah,
the
but even
problem.
when he's not hurt.
And when
Yeah,
it
you're right.
hurts to miss work.
Yeah.
That's the
You
problem.
won't
I
miss
was
work.
thinking my first choice was Mason Wynn.
Okay.
I think he can get there.
Yeah.
He's
Is it-
dynamic. He's well known around the league now for how great he is defensively. His offensive game has to pick up a little bit.
Right.
But I could see him being like one of those guys.
I'm with you. My only fear there is you have such a glut at the position, National League, American League. So basically write it in pen each and every season. You know De La Cruz is going to be a
Injuries happen,
surefire option,
Bradford.
okay? Well, okay, we still have Francisco Lindor. We act as if Trey Turner, for instance, isn't still a premium player at that position. I worry about that. Whereas, honestly, guys, and I'm with you because I do believe Wynn could have that case. He could have the legitimacy as soon as next season. But would it really be that difficult, that far-fetched to put Herrera in there? Because you know how many guys are designated for just, have an at-bat. Go up there and rake. He could be a marquee offensive performer, or maybe, just maybe, Stoltz, you're thinking second half of the season next year, shagging some balls in that outfield?
No, sir. No, sir. No, we're going to keep him right at DH where he's best.
What's wrong with you?
Bradford, I was
You're just
with
like
you.
Mosaic. You want to take a catcher and put him in the outfield.
Fair point, Jamie.
It's out there.
It's
out there.
Don't want that. I was not thinking that last part at all. I was with you until you veered off.
He just broke up with you right here on radio. That's what he did.
Herrera shagging baseballs in the outfield.
This is not what I want.
No, thank you.
This is not what I want.
No. Anybody else?
I don't think so.
Where would you think I was going with? Because you said
I thought you were going Mason Wynn.
Oh,
I thought you. I thought
you thought Mason Wynn too.
No, Ivan Herrera.
There's
Bradford
really nobody else.
Took
Guys.
my guy off.
There's really nobody else. Burleson, no.
I mean,
Jordan
Burleson.
Walker, no.
Burleson, I think, is relatively obscure
Newt,
still in all baseball.
If Newt has a season that actually matches all his little numbers,
I don't think we're ever going to get that from.
I know.
I'm just.
My
I
point
don't
is,
think deal him for pitching.
But my point is that's why I don't see anybody else.
Are you ever going to get a season of above a 260, 240 for that matter batting average from Newt? That's my thing. His on-base percentage has gone down. His strikeouts have gone up. What if Burleson, he were to really start to expand and develop the power? Because right now you seem to be looking at a guy who at minimum is a 290 hitter, gap to gap. We're seeing an increase in terms of extra base hits, doubles variety. Who's to say it's not as if he has 1,000+ at-bats at the major league level? He's got the body type. Why not develop that power? I think he could be a candidate down the line.
Newt, you're saying?
No. Burleson.
Burleson. I think that's a stretch. I think that's a nice dream to have, and I don't hate the dream. I like Burley as a player. I just don't see it getting that far down the line with him. What about, and this would be interesting, do you think Wilson Contreras could make it as a first baseman?
That hurts.
No. And he also doesn't qualify for the discussion. Relatively unknown.
I know, Anthony. You have to crap on
you
my...
gotta pay attention, Jamie.
All of a sudden, there's like he's following the guidelines of the conversation.
What do you mean all of a sudden?
That's your problem.
Without the guidelines, we got nothing.
It's just an idea.
Without the guidelines, we're all over the place.
We're going to talk about this, Anthony.
We're driving in the ditch.
I threw out Contreras as a first baseman because it'd be unique.
I say no.
Here's a good one.
You don't get the last word.
Pete Alonso.
Here's a good one.
Matt Olson. Freddie Freeman.
Nah. What have those guys done?
A lot.
Oh, you're right. From the 314, what about Libertor?
No.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
I say maybe. Like Anthony. If it's not my idea, I hate it.
I'm sorry I had an opinion.
Oh, yeah. No, you didn't. You attacked me. That's not an opinion. That's not an opinion.
I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here.
Yeah.
Playing the same rules.
Carey, maybe we can continue to go down the minor league road, and perhaps for the betterment of this franchise overall, you're not that far from having a Liam Doyle type. Join your major league roster, and then the fast track. I'm just saying, the projections, the measurables, by and large, far and away, the most well-regarded left-handed starter in his class. The timeline right now, I think, is such that you would expect him to appear. I don't think it's far-fetched to say later next season, August, September. Jamie, you yourself said injuries very well could strike. You never know.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him and JJ be your second baseman.
Where's Donovan?
Probably left
Carey
field.
traded him, remember?
I didn't trade him. I didn't give him a contract extension.
Yeah, might as well trade him.
Nah. Yeah, trade that guy. He's an all-star. That guy. Look at that hair. Yeah.
Look at that guy. All right, our Sports Six-Pack Part 1 is next. 314-399-9646 is the Air Comfort Service text line. Feel free to text in any questions there. We'll answer them next in the Fast Lane on 101.
Start your day with the morning after on 101 ESPN. Get in the know first on everything St. Louis sports with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, and Martin Kilcoy. Listen to TMA weekday mornings from 7 to 11 a.m. on 101 ESPN. The morning after is presented by Brown and Crouppen Law Firm. The 101 Reward Center is always loaded up with awesome giveaways. And right now we have your chance to win a tailor-made golf bag. Enter to score that sleek tailor-made golf bag right now at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 mobile app powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Buckle up. This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question.
Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for the Sports Six-Pack here on the Fast Line on 101 ESPN. The Air Comfort Service text line is 314-399-9646 with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Bradford Bruns is question one.
Question number one.
Okay, guys, in the snake pit right now, we have the likes of John Scores, Ellipsis 150, talking about this very topic. The injury list, Hall of Fame, specifically as it relates to the Cardinals. So follow me on this one. How much of an effect, bad one obviously, did the Alex Reyes injury, constant rash of injuries, how much of a bad negative effect did that have on this organization, pushing it back?
I think his injury in conjunction with Jack Flaherty's injury status there for a while really hindered this club. Because at one point, I think the Cardinals, and Carey, you have brought up this point in the past whenever I'm complaining about how the Ozuna trade set you back. You've often mentioned this. The injury impact of those two players specifically, those were the guys who you were earmarking, like Flaherty, Martinez, Reyes,
Yep.
1, 2, 3. You're set up now for the future. So those guys specifically being hurt really set your club back. Now, should have been to the point where, like, you're devastated and you're relying on, 1 year bridge gaps consistently? No, I think you should have had better depth within your organization or done a better job of unearthing some of the gems in the middle and the late rounds. But still, that had a huge impact.
Mm-hmm.
There's no question about it.
Are we talking about like injuries in terms of what's the worst injury or which player would have had
maybe
more
the biggest
success?
impact on the organization?
I think that's kind of what I think that's the spirit of the question.
What about Rick Ankiel? It wasn't an injury, but it was like a yeah.
Yeah.
He was a guy that, and I mean we got a few texts in. Oscar Ferrer is not an injury, but his passing.
His passing certainly.
That definitely set the organization back as well. When you put so much, I think whenever you put a lot into a player and they don't reach the levels that you have the expectations of, I think it definitely can slow down the process because you're banking on, like you talk about with Alex Reyes and Jack Flaherty, you were banking on those two guys being mainstays in your rotation for years, and Alex Reyes never panned out to the level that he was expected to, and Jack Flaherty has to a degree, but not to the level that you needed him to, and not here.
No, everybody thought he was going to be an ace.
Correct. So,
and he did have an ace-like performance in the first half of 2019. I mean, he was unbelievable. So you kind of earmarked him as, okay, he's a future ace, and then it went downhill from there. But the Oscar Taveras passing, that did kind of set forth a bit of a domino effect where he passed away. Now you're chasing bats constantly, chasing that middle of the order presence constantly, which led you, of course, eventually to go to, hey, you want Stanton, then Christian Yelich, then you wound up with Ozuna, and you gave away, in hindsight, to top the rotation arms in Zach Gallen and Sandy Alcantara.
One more on the pitching side. We don't tend to mention this name as much. Now, he had a run of success, but imagine if Carlos Martinez had continued the run that we saw, multiple-time All-Star, but after 2019, when he was back in the pen, injury-related reasons and whatnot, he flamed out extremely quickly. Now, that was also a case of some off-field stuff going on, too, but he was looked at for a time as a pillar, as an anchor in that rotation, and that really ended quickly.
If you had a true ace and Martinez could have just been a 2 and you weren't relying on him to be a number 1, I think that would have been best.
Yeah.
And that goes beyond the diamonds. I mean, Carlos Martinez had some stuff off the field as well.
Yeah, he did. And what's funny, Not funny. What's interesting about Carlos Martinez is you go back and you watch some of his earlier stuff and like, my gosh.
Oh, he's filthy.
This guy's so talented.
Yeah.
And then you pull up the latter part of his, and you're like, what is going on here? Like, whether it was just his dedication to his craft away from the field that started to affect things. I'm not sure if he had something physically going wrong with him, but there was a massive difference between those two versions of Carlos Martinez.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, you guys probably played with guys like this where it's just the ultra talented, but they never flipped the switch from being ultra talented to a professional, and you left a lot of talent there on a lot of untapped potential off the field.
It's it's frustrating, and it's hard to watch.
Yeah.
When you know a guy has an extreme amount of talent and they're not, utilizing it to the best of their ability. And you don't want to say it's being wasted, but you know that there's so much more there. But sometimes guys can get by with not actually needing to do all of the other things, and so they don't.
Yeah.
Question number 2.
From the 314, gentlemen, do you expect the Blues to add either a forward or a defenseman before opening night, October 19th against Minnesota?
No, sir.
I don't expect it. No, at all. If it happens, it will be unexpected. No, I think that the biggest topic of discussion for the offseason was, well, Jordan Kyrou, first of all, that just kept getting circulated out there time and time and time again. And then Army went to work quickly, made the Bolduc trade, signed Suter, signed Bukestad, and I think we're done.
I agree.
I think that's it for now.
Yeah, I don't foresee the Blues doing anything else. I think they're going to give some young players an opportunity now moving forward. I think they like their squad. But one great thing about Doug Armstrong is he's always looking for an opportunity to strike.
He keeps the phone on.
Yes, he does. Now, don't say that too loud because the Canadian media will jump all over.
All
that.
I know is that Army's got his phone on.
Yeah,
that's it.
I think he's taking calls.
He's taking calls. I've heard Jordan Kyrou's name out there. From who? I don't know, but I heard it out there. Okay.
All right.
Let's run with it.
Appreciate you.
Frank Saravalli.
Question number 3.
Over and over and over
It's
again.
Painful.
Let's finish part 1 on a sweet note, guys. Your favorite go-to dessert?
Ooh. Oh, man.
Ice cream.
Oh.
I love ice cream.
Chocolate
I'm
ice cream.
sorry,
Can't eat
Gary.
Chocolate ice cream.
Ice cream, man.
Chocolate ice cream, right? You don't like vanilla ice cream.
I can't eat it. My teeth are all chipped and it hurts. I get headaches and stuff. It's not good.
Well, I just
go
think
for ice cream last night. Beautiful little spot in Calderville. Took the golf cart. Kids, everybody's happy. I wasn't happy.
so. You won't even do it at all.
I can't.
It's just
It hurts.
nah.
I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Sorry, man.
I do like ice cream.
Gary's got a whole different problem with ice cream.
Yeah, he does.
Mine is. It's more of a you problem than a me problem, though.
That's true.
I'm fine. I mean,
If you're in
it is what it
the
is.
general vicinity.
Cheesecake for me. Like so
Cheesecake's
any
good.
form of cheesecake is like.
Yeah, so my favorite for sure is I think it's a Morton's classic. Other places have duplicated it. It's the chocolate Godiva cake. It's a chocolate cake, little powdered sugar on top, and when you cut into it, it's like hot chocolate pudding inside.
Good God.
And you're just like, oh my God, I'm really full and I could throw up, but give me another one.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, that
sounds amazing.
It's amazing. It really is.
I just have a sweet tooth, man. Ice cream, brownies, chocolate chip cookies. I'm a cheesecake. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pie.
I know. It's bad.
Yeah.
For me.
Oh, man.
It's all about the sweets over here, not the sour stuff. Now, Carey, maybe you can shine a little more insight into this particular matter. I don't know if I've ever gone to town on the dessert front as much as I did back in the day. Yes, MIZ. The dining facilities, though, as far as, do you know if the carnival cookies are still in effect? Do you have it from an accurate source on the home front?
I have no clue.
The carnival
haven't
cookies.
heard of that.
Okay, M&M style, all right, but these things, I am telling you, nothing. You could down about 12 of those in a second. It was unbelievable.
12?
Yeah, so warm.
So these were in
carnival cookies.
these were in the dining hall?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Wow, okay.
Like nothing else. Let me tell you. Pretty standard. Again, Eminem styles, but there was just something about that time in one's life. My goodness gracious, you just get after it.
No judgment here.
Nope.
Any dessert.
Yeah.
Pick one. I'm good.
I will pass on like pretzels and chips and all this. You can have all this stuff all in. I'm like, I'm good. The moment you put a nice soft chocolate chip cookie in my face, forget it.
See, I prefer a soft oatmeal raisin cookie. Oh, boy, I like those. I do.
You know what? If that's the only thing left, I will enjoy the hell out of that oatmeal raisin.
But it has to be like the soft oatmeal raisin.
Yeah.
Soft chocolate chip, too, but yeah.
I'm with you. I don't like the Chips Ahoy grocery store ones. Yeah, like, what are we doing?
You need milk for those. Yeah.
Yeah,
then
and
again,
why?
you got the same issue with the milk.
Like if I'm gonna down the sugar and the calories and all that, let's make it count, right? Like let's really do some damage. Right, Jamie?
Yeah.
All right. Part 2 of the Sports Six Pack is next. 314-399-9646, the Air Comfort Service text line. Keep sending in those questions. Carey's laughing about something. Can't wait to hear about it in the break. Uh-oh. Part 2 of the Six Pack is next in the Fast Lane.
101 ESPN is powered by Kaufman Townsley St. Louis's injury lawyers. Call 314-500-5000.
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet, 2 locations now here in the St. Louis area. We know the original location right there in Florissant, Missouri. Bit of a landmark, quite honestly. Well, now they have another location in St. Peters. That is the Londoff Autoplex, and that is located right off of Highway 70. Easy to get to, just like the original. And let's talk about inventory. Both places have great inventory. Whether you're looking to purchase that brand new vehicle, boy, they always smell so good too, that brand new vehicle, or pre-owned vehicle. Londoff Chevrolet has great selection in all those categories. And the best part about Londoff Chevrolet is the customer service, the experience you have while purchasing a car. Some people get nervous, they get stressed out, they don't like they call it the haggling. You don't get that at Londoff Chevrolet. They give you the best price they possibly can, and then they hold your hand and walk you through the process. It is easy. You're in and out of there, and they line up your first oil change. Why? Because they want to take care of you and your vehicle, and that's why I've been going there for over 25 years, because they treat me like family, and they will for you as well. So please visit either location. When you do, tell them Jamie Rivers sent you in. They love hearing that. And if you can't get there in person, it's pretty easy. Get there online. Visit Londoff.com or LondoffAutoplex.com. Are you kidding me?
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
The MLB is on ESPN Saturday. Mets and Reds. Pregame at 2:30. First pitch at 3:10. The MLB plays on 101 ESPN. 101 ESPN Sports Center.
Donovan makes his mark in Midsummer Classic. Good afternoon. I'm Bradford Bruns. This Sports Center update is powered by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Only one player recorded multiple hits as baseball's 95th All-Star game unfolded last night. That would be Cardinals rep Brendan Donovan. He singled twice with the National League ultimately winning on a swing-off tiebreaker. Donovan's Redbirds return to action Friday versus Arizona. NHL Jim Montgomery's Blues will open their 2025-26 regular season by hosting Minnesota October 9th. STL then visits Calgary plus Vancouver before drawing arch rival Chicago. Your Sports Center update was presented by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
Strap yourself in. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
I have a question.
It's time for the Fast Lane to answer your sports questions.
I want to ask you a bunch of questions. And I want to have them answered immediately.
Asking me all these weird questions.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer me!
The Sports Six-Pack is now.
All right, time for part 2 of the Sports Six-Pack here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Keep those questions coming into the Air Comfort Service text line, 314-399-9646. Bradford, go.
Question number 4.
Well, it's rather fitting that the 314 would help us set the table for more NFL talk to come. Guys, your 2 Super Bowl representatives for the 2025 season are...
Oh, boy.
Bills and the Lions.
Philadelphia Eagles and I gotta say Chiefs again.
You don't have to.
You really don't have to.
I feel like I do. I mean, who else you got?
Bills.
If I say one team, you're a fan.
Oh, don't shy away from it. You own it, man.
Now he's nervous.
You own it.
He's nervous. Remember that crap you said earlier in Stalter, huh? I remember it.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie. I appreciate you.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh, that's not the team you're thinking of.
That's not the team you're thinking.
Yeah, it isn't. Right division.
It's black and gold.
No. Go ahead. Say it. We got Carey.
No, I do think it's going to be the Chiefs again. I told you, I think they're going to be so much better than they were last year. Rashee Rice back healthy. I would love to see, I don't know, the running back situation. I don't know if Isaiah Pacheco is the guy. I don't know if they're going to lean more on.
I think they're going to have a tough year.
Guy. I don't think so.
I do. I think they're going to have a tough year.
I think they're going to
have an
exceptional year.
They're going to win like 13, 14 games.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. They're going to be so pissed this year.
14-3.
Yeah. Chiefs, Eagles.
How about an extremely old school prediction? Chiefs, Packers. I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility.
Bradford.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Sorry. Hey. Absolutely nothing. You really don't think Green Bay?
I don't.
No.
Green Bay's not a contender.
They're not even the best division.
Green Bay's a good. Green Bay's a playoff team. Like, this isn't the Giants. Oh my God, Bradford. But like, I don't see Jordan Love winning multiple games in the playoffs.
I'm being bold here because
I think they're a playoff team.
I think this team has a legitimate chance in the regular season. I'm not even kidding at taking the division. I think it is up for grabs, the continuity coaching staff wise. Yeah, I know Detroit still has the skilled players in mass, but if you're telling me as far as pitting all of the offensive minds now in that division, Chicago notwithstanding, that you wouldn't ride with Matt LaFleur to get more out of Jordan Love. You have a really competent ground game. The defense is improving, and now you're adding Matthew Golden as a would-be go-to receiver. I like that team's chances. If I'm making a bold prediction out of the NFC, why not? You win the division, you can get some home field games.
Are you bullish enough on that
to go across the river?
To put a wager.
He's the Bradford just...
I'm just asking him a question.
Sure.
Yeah, but he's
Can I
being
just
bold.
ask him a question?
We'll put a little scratch on it.
What the hell? All day. What?
What do you think I'm pecking at you?
It's like a chihuahua nipping at my heels. Like, get it off me.
How's it feel?
Not great.
Thank you.
Lie. Yeah, I put some scratch on it. Or we can do a punishment.
That's fine. Hey, you guys want to bring me in? I am all for the team.
Oh.
I'm all for it. Start brainstorming.
All right, we'll think about
totally
it.
fine with that. Okay.
Okay. All right. And all you're saying is the Packers are going to win the division.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do
Packers.
So we get the field.
it. That's fine.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
wow.
fine.
All right.
Bradford.
I am committed.
All right, you guys heard it. It's on the airwaves. It's basically a legally binding agreement.
You
you guys saying.
gotta come to terms on the punishment.
Yeah, we will. That's it.
Okay.
That's all that's left. I'll write up the addendum later.
All right. I don't think the Green Bay Packers are going to be. I'm sorry.
Quiet.
I think they're going to be good.
Question 5.
I do. I think they're going to be good. I don't think it's crazy. I don't think
listen. I think they're going to be a good team.
He's not backing the.
I don't think.
I agree. It's not like he's picking the Giants. I get it.
Yeah.
He actually, I'm looking at it. Minnesota, I don't know what their quarterback situation is. Chicago, that's Chicago. Detroit losing both their coordinators.
We already saw the Lions last year down the stretch get ravaged by injuries. We saw what happened in the postseason. I don't trust that defense. I much prefer the Pack's D. Hey, give it a look.
Oh, no, you're good.
I'll leave you to it, Jamie.
I will, yeah.
Question number 5.
I like it.
From the 309, guys. Surely you do. From the 309, who do you guys think, or what is the organization, rather, that will be able to bring an expansion team to the STL next? You have growth in the WNBA, but as we know, that's not happening in the near future. Women's Professional Hockey League or some other endeavor?
I know there was some talk about a women's professional hockey league team. I worry that St. Louis is so far away from the border, the Canadian border. That's why sometimes the college hockey here and the junior hockey here has suffered in the past because people love those sports, but it's hard to get into supporting a new team. I'd love to see the NBA come here. As much as I talk crap about the NBA, I'd love to see a team here in St. Louis. That would be my thing.
I would love that. I would love to see the NBA.
I don't know how it would go because if we think it would be such an amazing success, why has the league not thought about it before? You know what I'm saying? And they've gone to some smaller markets.
Right.
Like they have. They went to Memphis.
Memphis.
If you're going to go to Memphis, you might as well try out St. Louis, in my opinion.
Amen to that.
Yeah, I agree. I concur.
By the way, Waterboy says punishment for Anthony for an entire show. He has to introduce each segment saying, "I'm Anthony Stalter, and I think Mr. Brighthouse is a banger." That would be. That
is a banger.
That would be a punishment. I'll give you that, Waterboy. Even saying that now.
What's worse, Anthony? If you had to listen to Mr. Brightside on loop for 24 hours, or any Dave Matthews song on loop for 24 hours.
Probably still Dave Matthews, but it's a lot closer than you think.
Really?
Yeah.
Carey?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't know either song.
I would rather listen to Mr. Brightside than Dave Matthews. I'll say that.
Because you like Mr. Brightside.
I do.
You do think it's a
great
banger.
wedding song.
Oh.
I don't know the song.
I sent you guys that video.
I'll sing it for you.
Doesn't sound like that. That's a spiteful singing.
I can't believe that people think that's a banger.
Do you
know what a banger is?
Do you have any idea how many times I hear that per football season in Como?
That's right.
You know what? Hey,
it's unreal.
Bradford just brought up another point. A great point for this. How many teams are going to adopt that stupid song as they're like, hey,
this is ours?
Yeah.
I don't know it.
There's 487 teams now that all adopt that song. That song? Really? That song?
Not the song he was singing.
No, well, he wasn't
That's
singing.
it. I nailed it. You don't have to listen to it now. It's terrible.
I don't know what that is.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I do.
Yeah, you're not even being original now.
Trust me, I know.
You're glomming onto a song that is not that should not be in an anthem. That should not be an anthem for a stadium.
I don't
wedding,
like it.
Fine. You want it at a wedding? Go for it.
I sent you guys the
Have
video.
fun. Get drunk. Go for it. You want to be sloppy at a wedding doing Mr. Brighthouse? That's fine. Stadium anthem?
Donkey.
When we've got Enter Sandman and some of these great college football,
right?
You're walking into the then you hit me with Mr. Brighthouse. Get right out.
Everybody's doing it. The Blue Bloods, the smaller schools.
Yes.
Where does it end?
It's terrible. Thank you, Bradford. It's awful. Should be embarrassed. Buffalo will. The Bills, I said this last year, you're never going to win an AFC championship game if that's your song, Josh Allen.
What did Donny think about that, by the way?
I don't know. Next time I see Donny, I will say it. I will say something to it.
Did John Score say it's better than Renegade?
No, John. John.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
No, but John Score said, I got to agree with Anthony on Dave Matthews. Awful. Thank you.
Come on, man. Nah. There's nothing better than
Anthony,
Renegade.
tell me you're out of touch with college kids without telling me. College kids aren't original then at all. If that's what you're going to, that's the song you're going to go for. I have to. Somebody has to tell them. They're walking around listening to this song, calling it a banger. I've got to tell the people.
You got to inform them?
I have to.
You know who else loves that song? And it's his go-to song for karaoke anytime he's out at a karaoke place.
Is it a Blue?
No. Wish it was.
Matthew Kachuk?
Oh, your dad, your brother?
No, not my brother.
Thank you.
Brady Kachuk. Brady's famous for grabbing the mic at bars and just singing Mr. Brightside.
The magnificent Mike Ryder makes a great point, too. This song is over 20 years old.
Thank you.
What are you doing?
It's almost a retro
Ryder.
song now.
Oh, please.
You're going to go with an older song. Let's actually go with a banger. It pisses me off, man.
Let's rescue this.
Question number 6.
Peoria, we see you on this day on the text line. Carey, your thoughts, please, on the ceiling for ILL football in 2025.
College football playoff. The ceiling for me is...
They're going to be good.
They are. They are going to be good. They are. The schedule sets up very well for them. They don't have to play Penn State. They don't have to play Michigan, even though Michigan had a down year. They don't have to play Oregon. They do have to play Ohio State at home. But for me, I think it is it's a great opportunity to have a great year. The Illini should... 10 wins at bare minimum. And I got some texts a couple of weeks ago. Oh, he said the same thing about Mizzou last year. Well, Mizzou stunk. They didn't finish. They didn't do the job. They didn't stink.
They underperformed.
They didn't stink. Let me rephrase that. They didn't reach the level that they should have. Mizzou should have been a playoff team last year.
Last season was a disappointing season.
Last year was disappointing because they didn't make the playoffs. The Illini are in the same position that Mizzou was in last year. The Illini should be a college football playoff team. Mm-hmm. Again, last year, had they not lost to Minnesota, they probably are. You only had 2 losses at that point. You lost to Minnesota. That was a terrible loss on the resume. This year, if you don't have any of those losses, you have 1 loss maybe to Ohio State. Yeah, you should be in the college football playoffs.
I think they're going to be really good.
Yeah.
The offensive line is outstanding.
They are, and everyone is back. Mm-hmm. Like the for the most part, I think they're returning 16, 17 starters. It should be a really good season for the Illini. Quarterback Luke Altmaier is back. He didn't turn the ball over last year. He did a pretty good job of taking care of it. He does that again. They run the ball well. They got a lot of running backs. I think they're going to be fine.
Chris says, CD, they're still scared to play Northern. Is that true? You guys are scared of Northern Illinois? I'm assuming Northern Illinois.
How the hell are you scared of Northern Illinois?
I don't know. Chris said it. I'm just asking.
What's Chris talking about?
I don't know. This is why I'm asking you.
And we want to know why Illinois is afraid to play them.
Never scared of no damn Northern Illinois.
How often do you play
I know why.
DeKalb? Nah. Why? Nah, stop it.
You won't play them on a Tuesday night when you know you're going to lose. You won't go to DeKalb on a Tuesday. You won't.
They can come to Champaign on a Saturday. Let's see how that goes.
DeKalb is where I had my fumble.
Yeah, we had some interesting things happen in DeKalb.
You always knew you're getting closer to DeKalb because it used to smell like cow dung.
Oh, it smells like that in Champaign, too.
Does it?
Oh, it's bad in Champaign.
I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Really bad.
Huh. It's healthy. My dad used to say, it's great for your lungs. Inhale that, son.
Oh, no,
it smells like crap, Dad. Why do you think the farm boys are so big? Okay, maybe it's something to this.
Oh, fair enough. All right, it's Fastlane on 101 ESPN. Carey, Jamie, Anthony. NFL 4 downs next. on 101 ESPN.
You can now watch 101 ESPN live on our Air Alliance Team Studio Cams. Catch every show live on our YouTube channel or at 101ESPN.com. 101 ESPN Studio Cams.
Presented by the Air Alliance Team Heating and Cooling. Getting the job done quickly, correctly, 100% of the time.
Let's get dirty at your one-stop party shop. That is Dirt Cheap. So many locations now available for you. New locations located in Fredericktown, Washington, and Hillsborough, as well as out in Wentzville. At these locations, they've got everything you need. From a beer standpoint or the canned cocktails, everything you need. And was just there not too long ago. They got all the little airplane bottles. They got buckets of Fireball shots available. So if you're having a party or get together on the weekend or float trip, head to the lake, whatever it is, they have everything you need. They've got an unbelievable selection of red and white wine. Some of the high-end ones in there, too. Picked up a Camus not too long ago. That went well with a nice filet mignon at the Rivers House. They've also got a great selection of bourbons available in each and every location. You can also download the Dirt Cheap Rewards app, and you start saving immediately. Every time you go in there, you punch in your number and you save immediately. You can also pick up or place a pickup order or delivery order, and at certain locations, they also have the drive-through available. So really, no reason not to go visit my friends over at Dirt Cheap. You can also check it out online at cheapcheapfunfun.com. Again, that's cheapcheapfunfun.com. Remember to have fun, but be careful out there.
Don't slow down. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
time for NFL 4 Downs here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. Bradford, fire away.
First down.
Okay, guys, to say that one, Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft don't exactly have the most smooth relationship these days, that would be an understatement. But this morning, Coach Belichick of UNC firing back, actually, to ESPN with some comments referring to what Kraft had previously said on a podcast about Belichick being a bit of an iffy, a questionable hire when he was initially brought on board by New England. Belichick stating in part that it was a risky move for him as he had a position basically right there in hand, courtesy of the New York Jets. So just a back and forth here as Mr. Kraft still tries to secure that Pro Football Hall of Fame legacy.
So here's what's interesting to me is I watched an interview of Robert Kraft, and they asked him, what's the best decision that you've made as owner of the New England Patriots? And he said, hiring Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Which is funny. The way
this wasn't that long ago.
No, it was on Edelman and Gronk's podcast. Yeah. But the way he phrased it was almost propping himself up because he was like,
but still he said it.
He's like, well, I took a major risk in hiring a coach that had a 40%, win percentage, and New England media killed me. Like he phrased it that way. But boy, these two are just pissy. Like they clearly both want more of the credit. Kraft is, because Belichick comes back and is like, well, that was a big risk for me too. Like I had the Jets job, but the ownership situation wasn't great, and people were telling me don't take the New England job. And he's right, and Kraft is right, but like, man, guys,
but that's twisting it a little bit. Like both of them are twisting it a little bit because it's really not an insult to Bill Belichick to basically be called the best decision of a 20-year run with the franchise. Like, if you said to me, Anthony, the best decision that I made, Anthony Stalter, was when I told Jamie Rivers to come back again the next day for radio. I would be like, okay, that's a no. I'm using
this. Is not a compliment.
It is a compliment to me, but he's also complimenting himself at the same time. I wouldn't be upset at you for saying that.
Look at how good of a guy I am.
I was trying to marry the two. You know,
I hear you.
So, I don't know. I think they're both being super petty.
That's hilarious.
Without Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick doesn't get the job in New England. Without Bill Belichick, New England doesn't have that epic run. And let's just be honest, neither of those guys has anything without Tom Brady.
Yeah, well said.
Correct. So,
well said.
Come on.
Yep.
Just think some feelings have to be massaged in this case, right?
Oh, Bradford.
That's all you have to do.
Come on.
Yeah.
Finesse it.
That's a stressful life.
It is.
Yeah.
Second down.
On to elsewhere in the AFC East. How about the New York Jets handing out cash as if it's Pez candy these days? So shortly after inking Garrett Wilson to that massive contract extension yesterday, it becomes official. How about the highest paid corner in the game as well, per AAV value, $30 million per season for Sauce Gardner. Does Sauce Gardner, one, get back on track? Does this Jets defense get back on track under Aaron Glenn?
I think the Jets are going to be fine. I like what they have done. They went out and brought in Justin Fields, who I think still has some good ball left in him. I think he's going to be able to play good ball. The question for me is what is Breece Hall in the running game? Because last year he kind of took a step back. They relied on Braylon Allen more. I want to see Breece Hall back to the form of his rookie year before he got injured. Probably going to be rookie of the year had he not gotten injured. I'm excited about this Jets team. I think they are trending in the right direction. They went out and drafted an offensive lineman in the first round. Do I think that they'll win the division? Probably not, but I do think that they are headed in the right direction. I think Aaron Glenn is going to he's a former New York Jet. He's played there. He understands that city. He understands that organization. I think he's going to bring something to that team that they have been lacking, for quite a while. So, I don't think that they're going to win the division, but I do think that they're trending in the right direction. And as far as, like, guys getting paid, Sauce Gardner, to me, that doesn't that doesn't make you the best cornerback or the best quarterback or the best running back because you're the highest paid. It just means that it's your time, it's your turn to receive that payment. And so I'm happy for him. Hopefully he performs well. But I do think that they're going to be okay.
I think Aaron Glenn's going to do a nice job with that defense. Yeah, I mean, the defense was really good in Detroit until they lost all 7 of their front 7 players last year. It fell apart because he didn't have his guys. But I think Aaron Glenn's a good defensive mind. But they're still the Jets. I mean, I hate to go that route, but we're talking about the Jets here.
They are the Jets, but I think that they are under. Like sometimes you find a head coach, and I'm looking forward to seeing what Aaron Glenn does. I don't think he's going to mess the bed with this situation. I think he's actually going to bring some structure, bring some toughness, like tough physically and mentally tough, mental toughness. So I'm looking forward to this opportunity for him. I do hope that they are. I mean, you can't be much worse than you've been. Like they've stunk. So I think he's going to bring some maturity to that organization and to that team, and I think they'll be better. You don't think so?
Third down.
No, I said my piece.
You think they're going to finish dead last?
No, I said they're the Jets.
Which means they finish dead last.
Or third. I'll leave that up. I'll
you
leave
don't
it up
even
to
like the Dolphins.
No.
Ringing endorsement. How about from one satisfied wide receiver in Garrett Wilson to another, a little more on the disgruntled end. Washington wideout Terry McLaurin speaking yesterday after a commercial shoot. Hey, he's entering the final year of a 3-year, $68 million deal, and yet disappointed by the lack of progress. No progress, he said, in contract talks over the past month, considering some gentlemen find Jaden Daniels to be the number 5 quarterback in the league already. How paramount is it to keep McLaurin happy as still the engine really for the receiving core, even though you add Debo?
I think it's imperative that they keep Terry McLaurin happy. I mean, Terry McLaurin is clearly Jaden Daniels' number one target. Somebody that can stretch a defense. I mean, Debo Samuel's great, but he's great around the line of scrimmage. I think you got to be creative with Debo, and he wound up in a good spot. Because Cliff Kingsbury can call plays, and he's going to design some plays for Debo, just like Kyle Shanahan did. But Debo Samuel's not a number 1 wide receiver, not in the same vein as Terry McLaurin. They'll figure it out. They'll find a way to pay him. They know what they have in Terry McLaurin.
I think they do. I think they do pay him. I think he should be paid. I think he's done a fantastic job. He's one of those guys that just shows up and shows out every single time. And your quarterback is on a rookie deal. You want to get him paid now while you still have the opportunity before you start having to pay your quarterback an enormous amount of money, and then you start having to go in other places to not be able to, because you won't be able to pay those receivers and those running backs in those other positions.
Model citizen, great production. The fact that he's entering his age 30 season, though, CD, does that have any bearing on this? How much?
I mean, so for me, Terry McLaurin is not like a burner. Like he'll run past you, but he's not like a Tyreek Hill, a guy that is based off of speed. Terry does a great job of running routes. Again, he can run by you, but I that doesn't concern me. Normally, you start worrying about guys when they get older, when they are like their main attribute is their speed. Guys that can run really, really fast.
4th down.
Saw this development a couple of days ago. I had to run it by you guys because speaking of wide receivers, all of a sudden it would appear as if Juwan Jennings out by the Bay fancies himself a number 1, or at least he wants a new deal or quote unquote trade me. Juwan Jennings right now, yes, you have some uncertainty pertaining to Brandon Ayuk. Debo is no longer with the Niners. Ricky Pearsall on the roster as well. The demands of a Juwan Jennings entering the final year, CD, making $7.5 million, if I'm not mistaken. What kind of bluster is this?
Yeah, it's weird. I'm trying to see how many yards he had receiving last year. He had 975. He had 113 targets, 77 catches. He was second on the team in receptions. But, I mean, he's still not the number 1 there. It's still George Kittle. Like, George Kittle's going to be the number 1 receiver. Brandon Ayuk, when he's healthy, I don't know what his scheduled target date to return is going to be. He's the number 1 receiver there. If you're Juwan Jennings and you're making $7.5 million, you might want to ball out this year and become a free agent and see what the market is going to offer you. And San Francisco may decide to, hey, we'll pay you now. But I don't know if you're going to get paid.
Why? But
right
why?
now.
Why are you going to pay? Why are you going to pay Juwan Jennings? Like he's a really good piece, but he's a really good piece that another team is going to overpay to be their number 2 guy when he's really a complementary option in the passing game.
He's an accent piece.
He's an accent piece. He's fine. He's really good where he's at. But again, how many times have we seen a number 3 wide receiver that is paid like a number 2 or number 1, and they don't have the same impact because not in the same offense? I think that's Juwan Jennings. But for the Niners, hey, I think he's a really good player. I think he's a solid fit for that team. Yeah, I'm not kneeling down at the Juwan Jennings contract altar.
Nah, not at all.
Yeah. All right, Gauntlet next on 101 ESPN.
Get social with 101 ESPN. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube at 101 ESPN.
WXOS HD1 East St. Louis. 101 ESPN is driven by Auto Centers Nissan, home of the lifetime warranty and 30-day return. This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. 4 Warriors, 4 categories, 1 challenger. Can you survive the gauntlet?
Brought to you by Blue Note Roofing. Roofing, siding, and gutters. Visit BlueNoteRoofingSTL.com for a free inspection.
4:05, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler, with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter, and we welcome in Jeff to the Gauntlet. What's up, Jeff?
Not much. How are you guys?
We're doing good, man. Appreciate you joining us. Thanks for listening. Would you like to take on Carey, Jamie, or me?
I'll go with Carey.
Carey Davis.
Good luck, Jeff.
Thank you.
All right, there you go. Carey's going to make his way into the cone of silence right now. Bradford is in for March today, Jeff. So go ahead and tell Jeff go ahead and tell Bradford to spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
There it goes.
All right, Jeff, what are we holding for, kid?
Hockey.
He wants hockey. Is that reverse psychology on the wheel, Jeff? Or do you really want hockey?
I want hockey, yeah.
All right, well.
What do you not want? Wheels
Football.
don't spinning.
All right, well, you didn't get football.
You didn't get what you wanted, but you didn't get what you not wanted, if that makes sense.
Well, that's good.
It's baseball.
Yeah, that's good. Baseball. All right, well, that'll work.
Okay. All right. 4 baseball questions. Each one is worth 2 points unless you ask for the options. If you ask for the options, those questions become worth 1 point. Sound good, Jeff?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Bradford Bruns. Here we go. Question number 1. Monday night, we had the 2025 Home Run Derby from Truist Park in Atlanta. Who was the last player under 6 feet to win this event?
You like that one?
Is this yours? Bradford?
Maybe.
Oh,
yes.
my goodness.
All right.
Gracious.
Yeah.
It's a factoid.
Who was the last player under 6 feet to win this event?
Option.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one. Jose Altuve, Miguel Tejada, or Nomar Garciaparra. Jose Altuve, Miguel Tejada, Nomar Garciaparra.
I'll go with Jose.
Jose Altuve?
Yes, final.
Final.
All right. Let's see what question 2 has in store for us. Yasiel Puig has not played in the majors since 2019. Most of the 34-year-old's career came with the Dodgers, though he also spent time with the Reds and what other team?
Options.
Was it the Kansas City Royals, the New York Mets, or the Cleveland Guardians?
We'll go with Mets. New York Mets. Final answer.
Thank you.
All right, Jeff. On April 23rd, 1999, Fernando Tatis made history by slugging 2 grand slams in the same inning. Where did the Cardinals' third baseman hit in Tony La Russa's lineup that night? We need the spot.
We'll go with 4th.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, Jeff, final question. Before becoming Carey's favorite utility player, Mookie Betts patrolled the outfield for the Boston Red Sox. How many Gold Gloves did Mookie win at his previous position?
We'll go with 3.
Final answer?
Final answer, yeah.
All right.
All right, let's bring back Carey from the cone of silence. Jeff, how you feeling?
Today.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, I don't blame you on that one, Jeff. Good news is Carey receives the same questions.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right. Carey, how you doing, bud?
Wonderful. How are you?
You all right, man?
Lads.
Doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, good.
Yeah, it seemed good.
Yeah, I'm good.
We care about you, Carey.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
How was the cone of silence?
Wasn't very silent.
No?
Mike Ryder, Tommy.
Okay.
Oh.
Chilling.
A little party in there.
Yeah.
All right. Carey, your category today is baseball.
Oh, I love baseball.
Yeah, you do.
Not
Back
after
to lunch, buddy.
Not after today. All right, here we go. On Monday night, we had the 2025 Home Run Derby from Truist Park in Atlanta. Who was the last player under 6 feet to win this event?
Man, what?
Look at that man right there. Don't look at us.
It's a sign of random,
6
too.
feet.
This is important stuff, Carey.
No, not 6 feet under. Under 6 feet. We got to be clear about
good call.
this. Yeah.
So who was the last player to win the home run derby that was under 6 feet?
That's correct.
It's an easy one, Carey. Household.
Kind of a layup.
In some quarters.
Kind of a layup if you're looking at the question and the answers.
Yeah.
So I need the options.
Jose Altuve, Miguel Tejada, or Nomar Garciaparra?
Who's the first one?
Jose Altuve.
Did he win the home run derby? I would feel better with Miguel Tejada. Yeah. Jose Altuve seems like the obvious answer, but I don't know if he's ever won it. Give me Miguel Tejada. I don't know if he's won it either, but we'll see.
Question 2.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Hey, good call. Question 2.
Hey, it's a loophole.
Hey, you gotta be careful.
Could have went back.
Yasiel Puig has not played in the majors since 2019. Most of the 34-year-old's career came with the Dodgers, though he also spent time with the Reds and what other team? Yasiel Puig.
The Reds was the one. Okay. Options.
Was it the Kansas City Royals, the New York Mets, or the Cleveland Guardians?
We'll go Royals. Final answer.
Here we go, CD. On April 23rd, 1999, Fernando Tatis made history. He slugged 2 grannies in the same inning. But where?
Whoa.
He did. And he enjoyed
what did they do to him?
He enjoyed it out on the West Coast.
What did they do to him?
Mm-hmm. He needed some pop. Cards needed that pop.
Well, what did the grannies do
that evening? Well, that's a story we can't tell here today.
All right, sorry. Repeat the question for Carey.
Please.
Fernando Tatis, back in 1999, April the 23rd to be exact, he hit 2 grand slams in the same frame. Where did he bat in Tony La Russa's lineup that night?
5th. Final answer.
Final question.
I don't have the final question.
Who the hell? Final question. Who the hell made these questions? Oh, go ahead.
Before becoming Carey's favorite utility player, Mookie Betts patrolled the outfield for the Red Sox. How many Gold Gloves did Mookie win at his previous position?
Oh, man. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. 4. Final answer.
All right. Let's go over these. Jeff versus CD in baseball. On Monday night, we carried the 2025 Home Run Derby from Truist Park in Atlanta. Who was the last player under 6 feet to win this event? Jeff went with Jose Altuve. Carey went with Miguel Tejada. Correct answer is
Nomar Garciaparra. Don't know if he's under 6 feet, but Miguel Tejada is the answer.
Nice job. Carey up 1-0 over Jeff.
He's not just above 6'1".
Yeah, I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I don't think he's under 6 feet.
Yasiel Puig has not played in the majors since 2019. Most of the 34-year-old's career came with the Dodgers, though he also spent time with the Reds and who else? Jeff went with the New York Mets.
That's a good answer.
Carey went with the Kansas City Royals. Correct answer is
you guys don't remember that storied finish, that cup of coffee with the Cleveland Guardians.
I don't remember that.
Carey's still up 1-0. On April 23rd, 1999, Fernando Tatis made history by slugging 2 grand slams in the same inning. Where did the Cardinals' third baseman hit in Tony La Russa's lineup that night? Without the options, Carey said 5th. Without the options, Jeff said 4th. Correct answer is
batted cleanup, 4th.
Jeff now takes the lead.
Damn it.
2-1.
Jeff up 2-1.
No.
Comes down to this. Before becoming Carey's favorite utility player, Mookie Betts patrolled the outfield for the Red Sox. How many Gold Gloves did Mookie win at his previous position? Carey did not take the options.
Probably should have.
And he went with 4. Jeff also did not take the options. He went with 3. The options, 6, 5, and 4. So we know Jeff doesn't have the correct answer here, but Jeff also has the lead. If it's 4, Carey wins today. If it's not, Jeff heads to the second round. Jeff.
You have chosen wisely.
Correct answer is
6 Gold Gloves.
6 is the number.
For a utility player.
Man.
Jeff, congratulations. You beat Carey today, and you will have an opportunity to take on either Jamie or me tomorrow.
Sounds good. I appreciate it.
All right, Jeff.
Good job,
nice job, Jeff.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
See ya. Jeff is business as usual.
Well, it was nice for Bill Belichick to just call himself Jeff today.
Is he not not very moved by anything?
We're on to Jamie tomorrow.
Pretty much, yeah.
No, he's locked in.
He was in the zone. I'm
He
not
was in the
making
zone.
fun of him. I'm just saying he was very calm.
Was very calm today.
Very calm.
Carey, you got to head to the penalty box, man. Sorry.
Yeah. All right.
All right, brother.
Do we wait till the segment ends?
No, we like to watch you walk over there.
Yeah. Get out of
When
here.
did we make this change?
I don't know.
Scotty Scheffler said something interesting that, I don't know, it's going to sit with the 2 resident former athletes here, but it was interesting nonetheless. So we'll get to Scotty Scheffler's comments about kind of the psychological toll on athletes. It's very, very fascinating. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Blues hockey is on 101 ESPN.
Get the inside scoop on and off the ice with the Last Minute Blues podcast with Alex Ferrario, Jeremy Rutherford, and Donny Fandango.
Blues opinion, talk, and speculation. It's what we do.
Watch or listen to the Last Minute Blues podcast on our YouTube channel or at 101ESPN.com.
Anthony, our guy Stewie, always working hard out there. We just called him. He's kind of out of breath. He's running around from spot to spot out here. But he's always got great advice for our listeners. And Stewie, I know today you want to talk about purchasing a home and that nasty down payment sometimes people have trouble with.
Jamie, people make a big mistake and they think they have to put 20% down as a down payment to buy a house. And the answer is no. If you're a first-time home buyer or you have income limits below a certain income, you can put 3% down and even 1% down. And that money can be gifted funds. A family member can give it to you. You can get a tax refund, all different kinds of sources. Heck, I even saw somebody pawn some golf clubs to be able to get enough money to put down as a down payment. All kinds of options are out there. And the payment you're going to make on a home is so much cheaper than the rent. Rents are skyrocketing. Why not be the king of your castle? Get your home and not have to worry about the neighbors banging on the door. With minimum down, you can do this. And if your credit score is low, no worries. There are programs out there with similar down payments. We can make it happen for you.
But you got to pick up the phone and call or text Stewie. Do it now. Stop waiting. You've heard us talk to Stewie in the past. You know we can help you out. Stewie's a regular here. You know him as well as we do now because we have often told you, pick up the phone, call him, whatever your situation is, he can help. And that phone number is 314-324-4440.
Again, 314-324-4440.
He's waiting for your call. Or leave him a message. Shoot him a text if you want to. Stewie don't care. It's his personal cell phone number. Same number that Jamie and I have called him in the past on. So give him a call. Don't wait. Stewie's ready for you. And if you miss that phone number, Jamie, you can always
Google the Bagel.
Thanks, Stewie.
Have a good night, guys.
NMLS number 226715.
In the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
When I sit back at the end of the year and, I kind of try to reflect on things, like having that sense of accomplishment from winning the Masters tournament, from winning the PGA Championship, I have a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for it. But it's just hard to explain how it just doesn't satisfy, is how I would describe it. It's an unsatisfying venture. This is not the place to look for your satisfaction. This is something that's where you can have a great appreciation for and a great amount of thankfulness for being able to do this. And like I said, it's literally one of the most fun things that I can do in my entire life. I love being able to come out here and play golf and compete. But at the end of the day, it's just not what satisfies me.
So Scotty Scheffler, the best golfer in the world right now, and that audio courtesy of ESPN. Want to play the long? This is a little bit longer, but I was fascinated by what he was talking about because you don't hear current athletes talk about it in the way they do, especially golfers who are they don't belong to a team. They are it's an individual sport, obviously, and somebody with Scotty Scheffler's pedigree right now. I mean, you're talking about the best golf in the world, a lot of accomplishments. But listen to what Scheffler said about kind of reaching the top and not having it be satisfying.
It feels like you work your whole life to celebrate winning a tournament for like a few minutes. It only lasts a few minutes, that kind of euphoric feeling. And to win the Byron Nelson Championship at home, I literally worked my entire life to become good at golf, to have an opportunity to win that tournament. And you win it. You celebrate, get to hug my family, my sister's there. It's such an amazing moment. And then it's like, okay, now what are we going to eat for dinner? Life goes on. Is it great to be able to win tournaments and to accomplish the things I have in the game of golf? Yeah. I mean, it brings tears to my eyes just to think about, because it's literally worked my entire life to become good at this sport, and to have that kind of sense of accomplishment, I think is a pretty cool feeling. You know, to get to live out your dreams is very special. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm not out here to inspire the next generation of golfers. I'm not here to inspire somebody else to be the best player in the world, because what's the point? You know, this is not a fulfilling life. It's fulfilling from the sense of accomplishment, but it's not fulfilling from a sense of like the deepest, you know, places of your heart. You know, there's a lot of people that make it to what they thought was going to fulfill them in life, and then you get there and all of a sudden you get to number one in the world, and then they're like, what's the point? And, you know, I really do believe that, because, you know, what is the point? You're like, why do I want to win this tournament so bad? That's something that I wrestle with on a daily basis. It's like showing up at the Masters every year. It's like, why do I want to win this golf tournament so badly? I don't know, because if I win, it's going to be awesome for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to get to the next week, and it's going to be like, hey, you won 2 majors this year. How important is it for you to win the FedEx Cup playoffs? And it's just like, we're back here again, you know?
I thought that was really interesting. This isn't just somebody. This is the top golfer in the world saying this. And Jamie, you look disgusted, but I kind of see what he's saying. Like,
I probably have a different perspective than Jamie does.
I was wrong, because Carey, you were kind of like sitting there like, yeah, okay. And Jamie wants to either fight Scotty Scheffler or throw up. I'm not sure. Maybe both. So let's start off with Jamie.
So let me start off by saying I can understand how he got there with this, because it is such a grind to get to be at the top of your sport. It is. And then once you're there, it's like, okay, so like, what's the next challenge?
Yeah,
and like,
I'm here now.
I'm here now. I'm the number one golfer in the world. I've won the Masters. I've won the Masters again. Like, it's like, you know, it's not as fulfilling as like, but dude, come on. Like, it's not fulfilling? Really? Check your bank account. Check your kids' trust funds. Check your, like, I don't know. I'm never going to cheer for Scotty Scheffler again. No, you know why? Because he doesn't care. Like, if he doesn't care, why should I care? That's what the vibe I got. You know, he cares. He's just, you know, it's not fulfilling. No, okay, great. I want the guy who would rather die than lose the Masters. I want the guy who's out there chipping at 2 o'clock in the morning because he made the final round and he has a chance to win just a tournament, not even a major.
Mm-hmm. You want Tiger Woods.
I want Tiger Woods.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore, another one to mention.
Damn right.
Know?
Yeah.
Scotty Scheffler, you lost me, man. Like, and I get it, because it's, you know, it's just not as fulfilling. Then go do something else.
Carey.
So what I hear is a person that
doesn't have any jam.
All this work in to succeed and to make it to a certain level.
Yeah.
With the hopes that it would give something back when he got there. Not the financial give, because that's kind of expected. You make money throughout your entire career. But like a feeling of euphoria once you get to that level. And he got there and it's like, yeah, it's the same. Like, and I say that because I see this with actors or with people in entertainment. When you see people that are miserable, how is this person miserable? For me, it's because they put so much into making it and thinking that life would be so much different, and then it's not, and it's kind of a letdown. And so I think he's kind of going through, yeah, I work all of this time, I put all this effort in, and I became the greatest in the world at what I do, but I still feel the exact same as I did when I was scratching and clawing trying to make
I call BS on that too, by the way.
I don't. I do. I think that that's
what
that
feeling
is.
The same way.
Not financially.
Overall, he's not feeling the same way.
No, because there are less burdens in life, but there are still some things that money can't help you with, and that could be internal. So for me, he's probably internally just not happy with what he expected because he's good at it. And because it's what he does well.
Okay, but if you want to rally behind somebody who plays the sport because they're good, not because it's their ultimate passion and they absolutely love doing it.
It is his passion, and he does love doing it. But it's
passionate
not,
to me.
But the winning is not as fulfilling as he assumed that it would be. Like I've heard Will Smith talk about this. Like when you get to a certain point, it's like, okay, now what? Because he's not, and it's not, to me, it's not that he's a bad person.
Yeah, but then you have the other side of it, too, Carey. You have the Michael Jordans. You have, like, Tom Cruise. If we want to, they're always looking for that next challenge.
Everybody is, and maybe his next challenge might not be in golf. I don't
think it will be.
He's probably bored right? Because he's doing so well, and it's not a challenge. He doesn't, and not saying that the other players aren't challenging, but the game for him is just at a level where he's confident, he's comfortable, and the challenge of getting to where he is not there anymore.
Yeah.
Because he's there.
Well, maybe.
So he needs to find something else that is as challenging, that pays as much and as well as this does. And there's probably nothing that is going to challenge him to this level or pay him to this level that he can do.
I don't know. I have two thoughts on this. One, this is another example of, like, people talk about the process. You better fall in love with, like, the chase.
Yeah.
If you're a competitor, fall in love with the chase. You're chasing the next thing, chasing the next. Because that way, if you get to what you're talking about, Carey, you get to the top, you're like, all right, cool. What's my next thing? And Jamie, you're kind of alluding to that as well.
But what is his next thing? What is the next thing that he can win?
Whatever it is. Well, tomorrow it's the Open Championship.
Has he won that already?
I don't know. I don't know if he won that one. I think he did.
It could be to the point where he's like...
No, he struggled at the Open Championship. He's never won the Open Championship.
Yeah, this would be the third leg of the career Grand Slam.
Yeah, so there is something more that is out there, but I just find it interesting. He's incredibly honest about it. He is kind of at the top of the game, and then the media ask you, okay, well, what's next? So you kind of got to fall in love with the chase of it all if you're going to be a competitor like this.
For me, it kind of reminds me, I think it was Sean Payton, after they had just won the Super Bowl, and Tom Benson was the owner of the Saints at the time. He said they got on the bus to go back to the hotel, literally after winning that Super Bowl, and Tom Benson is sitting next to him, and he says, man, that was awesome. We're going to do it again next year? So it's almost like you don't even get to
enjoy
what you just, and that's what he said. Like when he wins a championship, and his family, all right, what are we gonna eat now? Like nobody, you don't get to enjoy the moment because it's always the next thing. It's the next thing, and it's to me, it sounds like a life issue, not a golf issue that he's going through or dealing with. It's just probably tiring, and not that he doesn't love the game, not that he's not great at it, not that he's not going to compete at the highest level. But he's like, what the hell am I doing this for if I still feel the same after winning all of these accolades and nothing is changing?
The last time I heard a guy talk like that was a teammate of mine that retired the very next year.
That's correct.
That's all I'm saying.
When people start talking like that,
that's all I'm saying.
They're towards the end of it.
Well, I do wonder, though, if Scotty Scheffler, if he starts to struggle, if he'll regret some of what he's saying. Like if he starts to struggle, then that moment of like, oh, geez, look what I had. I was on top of my game,
or maybe it'll give him purpose.
That's what I was going to say. If he starts to struggle, it might actually get better for him.
That's what I'm saying. I agree.
Yeah.
Jamie's done.
For further context, in that same address before the British Open, he talked openly about how his motivating factor, the primary motivating factor, it is on the home front. It is having that particular child, and that if it were ever to get too hard on his wife, for example, that is priority number one, and he would willingly, gladly walk away from all of this. Now, you can say 1 foot in, basically 1 foot out of the door, but that's from where he is coming at this point, despite all the professional success.
Fine. And look, everybody has their own struggles, we'll call it, or issues. That's fine. To me, I don't think he should voice that stuff the way he did. If he does, then get out of the game.
You hate his face.
I don't hate his face. Listen, he sounds like he's a good family man, all that stuff. I don't hate Scotty Scheffler. I just don't like the way he worded all of that.
Yeah, you want Kobe, you want MJ, you want Tiger, you want the assassin. I get it.
I prefer to turn on the television and watch athletes that seem like they want to reach the next level all the time, all the time. They're scratching and clawing, all the time.
But those people also are like maniacs.
I know, I like maniacs.
I agree, but everything else in their life tends to fall apart at some point.
Well,
like
it name
one. Most. Because you're
name 10.
Most of them. Because you're so dialed in and locked in. You're not. It's almost impossible. I tell people that playing professional sports is a gift and a curse, because in order to be that good, you have to block out everything else. That means family. That means kids. That means your wife. That means everything, because you're so dialed in to this one thing. And maybe he's like, yeah, this is awesome. This is outstanding, but I love my wife. I love my kids. I love my family. I want to do that as well, and I can't because I'm so. And then you'll have people, oh, you make all of this money. The money doesn't give you time. Like time is the only thing you can't buy. So if you have to focus on your craft and you're always at the links working on your game, working at the tee box, working on your putt or whatever. You're not focusing on your kids. You're missing your kids' games. You're missing your kids' recitals. You're missing time with your wife. So maybe that's where he is. He's just, I've worked so hard to get to this point, and I still feel like I'm still unfulfilled with what I need to do.
That's Carey Davis. That's Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We're going to do Bet the Board next. We got Brad Thompson coming up at 4:45, so we'll do a quick Bet the Board segment next on 101 ESPN.
Guys, I've been telling you forever about Diamonds Direct because it is the place where you get all the perfect gifts, all the great jewelry she knows, she wants, she loves, and you get it at the best possible price. Well, the best possible price is getting even better coming up soon. The countdown is on for Diamonds Direct Designer Summer Sale. It officially kicks off on the 21st. The huge event is happening over the next weekend, July 25th through 27th, but you got to get ready for it now. They're flying in designer collections from all the biggest places. New York, LA, it's a can't-miss event for jewelry lovers. Whatever you're looking for, they're going to have it. And if you want some early access, you don't want all this stuff to be gone, you can book an appointment now. The best pieces always go fast. Check out Diamonds Direct. Go online. Go to diamondsdirect.com. You can book that appointment. You can call them anytime as well, but you need to get into the showroom. If you are thinking about popping the question or gifting something unforgettable, whether it's a milestone anniversary, a birthday, whatever the event, it is Diamonds Direct. Get ready for their summer sale coming up. You're going to love it. Check them out online, diamondsdirect.com, and get into the showroom at Olive and 270 at City Place. It's Diamonds Direct.
We want to hear from you. Use the Scott Lee Mic Drop feature on the 101 mobile app. Give us your opinion on anything St. Louis sports with a mic drop.
Brought to you by the Scott Lee Heating Company.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
Wild Invade Enterprise Center to kick off 25-26. I'm Bradford Bruns. Your Sports Center update is driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. Jim Montgomery's Blues finally have that regular season schedule in hand. Central Division rival Minnesota hitting downtown first on October 9th. St. Louis then visits Calgary and Vancouver before returning home for 4 straight. 7 of STL's initial 11 games actually requiring no travel. Brendan Donovan's Cardinals, meanwhile, are Arizona-bound. D-backs Redbirds will help ignite baseball's second half Friday. Donovan's all-star debut went swimmingly last night. 2 hits, 1 run scored after entering the fray halfway through. This SportsCenter update was driven by Johnny Londoff Chevrolet plus Johnny Londoff Autoplex. See them at londoff.com. Chevy, together we drive. Are you kidding me?
2 former pros and 1 average Joe. You're listening to The Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
All right, time for Bet the Board here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Bradford, do you have updated standings? I don't want to put you on the spot, kid.
Yeah, we're actually perusing those at the moment. So yesterday, Marshy did go down because in the swing-off, the National League prevailed. So his American League money line play did not come to fruition. So he is staying at 3 right now for the month. Whereas Carey, I believe you had the tennis money line. Congratulations, sir.
Kudos
to you.
How did you even find Dr. Ducksworth
I
there.
found it on the old Twitter. I mean, the internet.
Dr. James, I'm surprised, honestly, that you didn't go in the All-Star game direction. But, hey, kudos to you because that now gives you, I believe, 6 victories for the month. Jamie, you did have the Senior Circuit National League emerged victorious. So, quick math, that's 7, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And, Stoltz, we have a little bit of controversy on the spreadsheet here about the Mystics and Sparks. Over-under, can you fill me in on that one?
Yeah, I had the under. They went over.
Okay.
They went over.
Different shading.
I'm not going to cheat. That's not me.
Okay, stay away from the W, I guess.
No, I'm going to go right back to the dub.
You have to.
That's all we have tonight.
Is that it? Is that all we got?
I'm sure there's some random tennis.
Is it
Jamie,
Anthony and I?
no, Jamie's up for it.
Okay.
You passed me, kid.
All right, I'm going to the W tonight. Indiana Fever,
Don't
New
do
York
it.
Liberty. The total's 163 and a half.
Don't do it.
I'm going over.
No!
Caitlin Clark's back. I'm going over.
It's the only pick I have.
I'm sorry.
It is, Bradford, it is my turn.
What?
It's my, I go first.
No, you don't have. No, I'm good. Thanks. It's locked in. Anthony, your pick, please.
Final.
Fine. Under 163 and a half.
That never works.
Yeah.
That never
I know it
works.
doesn't, but I'm going spite.
That's what I was going to do.
I'm going spite. Under.
My computer rebooted, so you gotta give me a second while I here we go. I don't want that.
You don't want the
Who you
W?
got? No, I can't choose either one of
Trying to
those.
find tennis.
You want that Aces Wings preview?
Right.
Yeah, you like that?
You like that?
Asia Wilson?
Tennis.
Oh, man.
Which one are you looking at here?
I have no clue, Jamie. Doesn't matter.
Los Cabos?
Sure.
Is that today, though?
Los Cabos. All right, let's see. That keeps popping up on yours, too. Then
Is that tonight, though?
it could be.
It may not be. Oh, today. Here we go.
Yeah.
So there you
Who
go.
the hell is that guy?
You choke Ketty Boo.
Who you
That's
choking?
you choke Eddie Boo.
He's
Over
minus
Emilio
125.
Nava.
Caribou rum?
Yun Chak Ketty Boo. Yun Chow Ketty Boo. Minus 125.
Yeah. Locked in.
Lock it in.
By the way,
Lock it in.
Caitlin Clark downgraded to out tonight.
I know. I saw that. Yeah, well, I still think the over's going to hit. I have no choice anyways now.
Final answer.
Is Marshy sitting out here? Because I have a play.
No.
Okay. I have a play. Okay.
We got a pick for Marshy.
Did we?
Sure.
We had him talking about
He likes the Indiana Fever on the money line.
Yes, he does.
Plus 350.
I just saw it. I just saw that. You're right.
What he does?
Hey, he loves good underdog.
He certainly does.
He likes the storylines.
He said
Yep.
they play better without Caitlin Clark anyway.
Yeah,
so,
no,
you
they
know.
don't. I think I'm going to have to reboot here anyways, guys.
Yeah, so am I. You got that message?
We're all going down. Yep.
Yeah, we're all. Everybody's getting that. I'm going to reboot. I'll see you, computer. I'll see you in 45 minutes.
Yep.
We got Brad Thompson up next. We'll talk to him about the Cardinals draft and the Cardinals' second half here in the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's Sunday Night Baseball on ESPN. Rangers and Tigers. Pregame at 5. First pitch at 6:10. The MLB plays on 101 ESPN. Report. Your front row seat to all things Cardinals. From the dugout to the diamond, BK and T-Bone go deep with the latest news, notes, and analysis. Watch the Redbird Report on YouTube or listen online at 101ESPN.com. Buckle up. This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. Carey Davis, Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter. Let's head to the Collier and Thompson phone line. Talk to our guy, Brad Thompson, 2006 World Series champion, of course, alongside Chip Carey on Fox, on FanDuel Sports Network. Almost transferred you there, BT. Are you enjoying the All-Star break?
Look, first of all, it happens. I'm glad I don't have to say who I work for all the time because there has been a little changeover in years, okay? With that one. So hopefully we stick with this one for a hot minute. No, sure. All-Star break has been good, man. You guys know how it is, trying to keep the kids busy. During the summer, I am home never. So now I'm home for, 4 or 5 days in a row. Mm-hmm. It's been putt-putt. Today was an awesome, climbing gym they went to. What else? I mean, we're keeping them busy. I'm trying. I'm trying to be Mr. Mom, and it's exhausting.
I'm sure. We all loved the All-Star game last night. We thought every aspect of it worked, from the automated strike zone challenge to the swing off at the end. As a baseball purist, what did you think of everything?
Look, I think that it worked to be what it's supposed to be. Now, I would totally be lying to you if I said I sat there and watched that nuts and bolts. I didn't. Mm-hmm. I was in and out, watched bits and pieces, definitely saw the swing off, saw the tribute to Hank Aaron. Obviously, the ABS system was there. No, I thought it worked as a celebration of the game. I love miking up Kershaw. I liked all of those parts of it, and that's what the All-Star game should be. The stupidest thing that baseball ever did was making the All-Star game count for home field advantage in the World Series for 99% of the guys that were on the team that didn't care because they weren't in the World Series. That never made any sense. So I thought they nailed it. I thought it was a great experience. I was happy for Donny, got a chance, to see both of his knocks. So a good day for him, and I thought they did it as well as you're going to do something like that.
BT, I haven't had a chance to talk to you since the league made the decision or the selection of the Mizorowski to go out there. And, I understand some of the veteran pitchers and veteran players probably frustrated a little bit with the decision, even though there was a number of guys that were asked and some declined. What's your take on it? Because I watched that kid pitch, and it's almost like appointment TV for me, because he really is kind of a freak. But what's your take on the 5 starts and then getting in the All-Star game?
Yeah, what were his first 5 fastballs? 102 each last night, which was it's ridiculous. And he just it looks like a big goober out there, which is the funniest part. Just all bones in uniform, just swinging it. Look, first of all, I wish the Cardinals had a Mizorowski. That'd be awesome. Maybe they just got one in Doyle with a little more attitude and a little more thickness to him. Hopefully that ends up being the case. But the kid is an electric talent. You're right, Jamie. He's must-see TV. He's one where if I'm flipping channels and he's on, I'm going to watch. I do understand the pushback of any players. 5 games in and calling you an all-star is not exactly the way it should be. Now, to your point, I think that there were a lot of guys that were asked to participate. They said no, or their schedule didn't line up. They had pitched Saturday or Sunday, so it wasn't going to work, and they needed an arm. If you're Major League Baseball, why not highlight one of the most electric arms that you have in Mizorowski even after 5 starts? So if all things were equal, I would think that you take the guys that have maybe, 6 games at least. Maybe that's where the line should be. But all things didn't appear to be equal in this one, and they went with the kids. So, look, I don't like it as the former baseball player, but now as the current just baseball fan and analyst and wanting the game to grow and to succeed, I totally understand why they would have an electric arm like his out there.
BT, I know you said you were kind of in and out of the game, but the ABS system was in use last night. What are your thoughts on that as a former pitcher? I thought it was outstanding. There's no complaining. There's no, gripes about whether it's a ball or strike. If you don't like it, you can tap your head and get the actual result. What do you think about it?
Well, first of all, don't you guys like the gripes? One of my favorite things is watching Ollie and any of our amateur lip readers out there who, boy, he had a good one at the end of the game on Sunday after 4.5. I'll let you go back and lip read that on your own. I don't think he said, "You're doing a fine job." But look, I think that system is as seamless as you're going to get with something like that. We've opened up Pandora's box with everything else. Like, this is coming whether the players love it or not. Like, it's going to be there. And what I do like about how they do it is if there is a challenge, it's visually appealing. It's visually appealing for those at home as they show you the box, kind of like Wimbledon when it comes in. If there's a tennis ball on the line, if it's in or it's out, they give you that same sort of graphic. They do the same thing in the ballpark. One of the most frustrating things, I think, in baseball is being in the ballpark as they're looking at something and not knowing what the hell it is. So this is one where they're getting that part of it right, and it happens in a timely fashion. Now, I don't know if it will continue to be the way it is now, where you get 2 of them, and if you get it right, you end up keeping it, because if you're right a lot, that could end up slowing down the game where they're trying to speed it up, or maybe you just get 3 in general. I don't know exactly how they're going to want to continue to do it, but a lot like the pitch clock. The idea of it initially, I hated. One of my favorite things about baseball was it was the only sport that didn't run on a clock. Like, it was the only thing that just happened in real time on its own time, and the old school baseball guy pushed back on me. Like, I hated that. Now I watch it now. It's visually appealing. The pitchers seem to have no problem adjusting to it. The games are 25 minutes quicker than they were in the past, and those 25 minutes, we're not watching guys adjust batting gloves and step out of the box. Like, that has worked. So I don't see any reason why this won't work either.
Brad Thompson joining us right now on the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. BT, I absolutely loved what the Cardinals did in the draft. If nothing else, they completely invested in power arms that have plenty of upside and swing and miss ability. I love the direction of the draft this year for Randy Flores. What did you think?
Well, look, having Liam Doyle there at number 5, and you guys, I'm sure leading up to it, you followed all the mocks, and where everybody thought it was going to land a little bit different. Everybody thought that Willits, the kid that ended up going first overall, was going to land there, and it would be the 17-year-old shortstop potentially with the Cardinals. I'm glad the draft flipped the way that it did, and they had the ability to get what the organization, in my opinion, I get it in MLB drafts, you are not drafting for need, but there's a need at the big league level for high-octane arms, and that's exactly what they acquired. And you look at a guy like Liam Doyle, who is, he was a junior, he was the SEC Pitcher of the Year. He is a guy, he could help you next year. Like, it could happen that quickly for a guy like him. And the same thing with Tanner Franklin, who they also got out of Tennessee in the competitive round pick. Dude throws 102, 2-pitch pitcher, but the one pitch is a pretty damn good pitch in that fastball. Maybe they can teach him another little trick. I loved it. I like the way that they went. I like their first few picks. I haven't dug into the bottom of their draft a ton yet. I'm sure I'll do that more over the weekend, leading into games that I'm doing again. But it was first time in a while, like when you see the videos and you watch the stuff of some of the guys, like there's that genuine, real excitement. And that real excitement, I think a lot of it is just due to the fact that these guys are closer to the big leagues than maybe some high school kids that we've seen in years past.
BT, you talked about Liam Doyle and him potentially being with the big league club next year. What is it going to take for him to actually make that leap? How different is it from AAA to the majors? What are some of the things that you think he needs to work on in order to be here?
Yeah, look, first, I'm going to be interested to see. First of all, I don't expect him to pitch much at all this season. He had a full slate, right? So he'll end up going, maybe he'll throw a couple of innings here and there. Next year, I would expect him to report to big league camp. I would expect him to break camp and probably start in Double-A, is kind of the trajectory of a college arm like his. And then you see how he adjusts to first of all, just the professional game, right? It's the every fifth day instead of every seventh day. It is or maybe six. Maybe they build in some rest for guys. But in general, it's different, where this is just your life. So he did a great job, and you heard his coach talk about it, how he transformed his body, dropped a bunch of fat, just like really got real about it. Well, now it's real, right? You got real money out of the draft. You have nothing but your time now to turn yourself into whatever you want to turn into. So, that's the exciting part. But you still have to learn how to be a pro. You still have to learn to pitch through a full minor league season, then a big league season. I'm sure that he'll have to temper some of the antics on the mound because they might not go as well with other grown-ass men that they did that they do in the minor leagues. And by the way, that's never a conversation I would have with him. I would let him part of the reason Doyle is what he is that fire and that excitement that he pitches with, and a little bit of that pent-up anger. I love that. I don't know if you guys
hard to
know
believe
that.
you love that, BT.
Well, one of my favorite things, Jamie. Big fan of that. And I don't think that you would ever, as a coach, be like, hey, you need to tone it down a little bit. BS. Let him find out when he needs to tone it down. He'll figure it out. I promise. This game will humble you, and it'll teach you a little bit. But I think that'll be part of it, is the emotion side of it, day in and day out, knowing that you're kind of pitching to get to that next level every time you're out there. But there's a real excitement around it. And with an arm like his and an arm like Tanner Franklin, both Tennessee kids, they are fast track, and I hope that we see that. I hope they force the hand of the Cardinals, and we get an opportunity to see them late next year.
BT, go enjoy the rest of the time with your kids. We appreciate you, man. We'll talk to you next Wednesday.
Thanks, Anthony. I get to go put up a light now in my daughter's closet, so
that's
thanks
exciting.
for that.
Yeah, that's big time exciting. Now she can finally see her clothes.
I do appreciate that. No, it looks like I'm the one that dresses in the dark.
Yeah. Either way, you know what? Hey, put up a light bulb for yourself too while you're at it. Okay.
You know what? Might as well. If you do one, it's easy to do two.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. I mean, you got enough. Well, you got more than enough time, BT.
Brad, you always light up our world.
Golly, just when I take my shirt off with my pale self. Like a guiding light.
Be good, brother. We'll see you.
All right, boys. Have a good week.
Later. It's our guy, Brad Thompson, here in the Fast Lane on 101 at ESPN. We got biggest question of the day, and we're going to circle back to the All-Star game next on 101 ESPN.
WXOS HD1 East St. Louis, 101 ESPN is driven by Brown and Crouppen Law Firm. Spread Zone, where sports betting meets reckless optimism, questionable logic, and the occasional stroke of genius. With hosts Anthony Stalter, Tim McKernan, and Scott Rizzuto. Check out the latest from the Spread Zone at 101ESPN.com or the 101 mobile app. The Spread Zone is brought to you by FanDuel Sportsbook. Make every moment more. Strap yourself in. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN. The biggest question of the day, brought to you by Mentality. Our patients experience a 30% increase in testosterone levels. Reclaim your health at mentalityhealth.com/radio.
5:06, your time check is brought to you by Clarkson Jewelers, an officially licensed Rolex jeweler. With Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers, Anthony Stalter, Bradford Bruns in for Andrew Marsh today. Biggest question of the day, did last night's exhilarating finish once again make the All-Star game must-watch TV? Are you guys going to remember what we saw last night carried into next year?
I will.
I will, for sure. Kyle Schwarber dropping down to one knee to basically end the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That was cool. I thought it was... It checked all the boxes for me. It was entertaining. There was lots of runs scored. I'm glad it wasn't a pitcher's duel. However, we did see some extraordinary pitching throughout the game. And then it was finished in dramatic fashion.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign me up.
I thought it had everything. It had good defense, good pitching, home runs, and then you got to finish it off with a smaller home run derby, a version of a home run derby. 3 swings, let the best man win. And for me, I thought that was outstanding. I thought it was great. I think the only thing that could have made it better is if the AL would have gotten a home run to tie it, and then you get Pete Alonso up with one more chance to win it all. But either way, I thought it was great. I mean, it was really fun to watch. It was exciting. Jamie talked about it earlier with the interviews with the players. Kershaw getting interviewed and making jokes. I don't have that pitch. Smoltz, what do you
guys want to hear? Smoltz, what do you want to see? What do you want to see here?
Cutter.
Throw him the cutter. Smoltz, I don't have a cutter.
While he's in mid-windup, I don't have a cutter.
And bounced it up in there like, oh, that was short. Okay. So, yeah, it was great. I mean, I thought it had everything you could want, and it was the best All-Star game that we've seen in a while in any sport.
I thought so, too.
The big-time images, the indelible images with which we were left, I think, last night, a lot of those obviously coming from Kyle Schwarber. Also the fact that if you're a Cardinals enthusiast, Brendan Donovan with the 2 base knocks. Nobody in the Redbirds uniform has accomplished that since back in 2008 with Albert Pujols. But another aspect, and guys, we talked about this a lot at the top of the show, the ABS system. Pretty rousing success there. Now, to what degree did that maybe... I'm not going to say alleviate some of your fears about implementing that next season, but what you saw, small sample size just last night, does that make you want to see it even more quickly, though next year it seems to be inevitable?
I do. And that was one of the things we talked about leading into the game. I think you mentioned it. Like, I don't think you were eager to see it. Was that you or was that Jamie? I don't remember. Okay. The ABS, the automatic ball and strike system. You were wondering why they would use it for the All-Star game. I thought it was a perfect time. Like, if you're going to sample something and you want other people to see what it looks like and how quickly it can be done, it was seamless. Like, you didn't miss anything. It's no different than when the manager challenges and he's telling them but it was quicker than that.
Oh, that's way worse.
It's way worse. Yeah. So you got to see it. You got your answer. It was done with. Sometimes they were correct. Sometimes they were wrong. But the answer was you got the call right. And for me, I think I thought it was outstanding. If you only get a few of those a game, you use them wisely. Yeah. It could be on a what you believe is a strike 3 or a ball 4. And that could change, the trajectory of the entire game. So I like the human element, but I do like having the correct call every single time if you can.
Yeah, I don't know why you had to rub my face in it, but...
No, I was trying to remember who said it. I do apologize.
I do like what BT said, too, of there's a visual in the stadium. Because even like broadcasting Blues games, for people at home, they're getting the replay over and over, and we're talking about what we think could be the call and whatnot. But people in the building aren't getting anything. Yeah. They're getting the referees with the headset on the little iPad.
Yeah.
Until they announce, like, I don't know how they could...
What's going on? Why is it taking so long?
It can't really change a whole lot for the NHL because it's not like tennis where the ball's in or out. It's not like baseball where it's a strike or a ball. Like for the offside rule, I don't know the technology that it would take to figure all that out. But for baseball, these quick challenges along with a visual for the fan is way more appealing, I think.
Yeah, I agree. Splashback Juice, by the way, says, I wonder if Kyle Schwarber's 3 home runs were fulfilling for him.
Oh, he's just bored with that. He didn't like it. It's over. He's just on to the next one.
Scotty Scheffler.
But, different people
really funny.
are fulfilled from different things.
You're right, Carey.
Very true.
And Kyle dropped down to that damn knee after he hit that last bomb and just looked at it.
Yeah. He knew.
Watched it sail
He
into
knew
the
what he just accomplished.
outfield. Yeah.
Forever.
Something else we really liked, obviously, as well. We've mentioned Clayton Kershaw, the check-in in the second inning. There were also a lot of other conversations and interactions interspersed during the rest of the game. Do you think that Major League Baseball, how viable, I guess we can say, is it moving forward that maybe you enhance the access in that department moving forward in the regular season? I'm not saying every inning, every other inning, or even with the key battery mates, but did what you saw last night maybe influence the powers that be to try to press the guys on the field there a little more to make this more extensive going ahead?
The powers that be have a bigger thing that they have to worry about right now, which is a lockout or strike coming up here soon. And that's really a shame. And I don't bring that up to be a Debbie Downer. I bring it up because this is going to be a huge test for baseball because you're gaining some traction here. You've changed some rules in the last handful of years. You've sped up the game for the casual fan. If we go to the automated balls and strikes, you've made it easier for the casual fan to understand the strike zone and all this. And then we're going to have a work stoppage.
Mm-hmm.
At least it's projected to be that right now because, Rob Manfred talked about a salary cap, and then the MLBPA basically said that
they laugh at him.
He said basically, we don't support any system where there's collusion, like with a salary cap. So he's dropping big words, and those are fighting words.
Yeah.
So to your point, Bradford, I'd love to see all of that. My biggest fear is it all comes to a screeching halt.
Sure.
Baseball is its own worst enemy.
It is, man. Every time they see the get going, it's like
they are their own worst enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Like they can't figure out, to have the strongest union in all the 4 major sports, they, for whatever reason, can never agree to keep the game progressing in the right direction. Because if you have a work stoppage coming off of something, what you just, I thought last night was a great opportunity for baseball to continue to push the needle forward in what they're doing and how you can gain interest from the casual fan. If you start having work stoppages and then you start it's gonna slow down the process. So they are their worst enemy.
All right, we've got SEC Media Daze. We had several questions regarding the SEC this upcoming season. Some fascinating ones, I think, around the conference. That's next on 101 ESPN.
Give us your opinion on the Air Comfort Service heating, cooling, and insulation text line at 314-399-9646 on 101 ESPN.
All right, Anthony, it happened again today. I was just out and about and talking to somebody who listens to the show, and then they get all quiet. Hey, I want to ask you about that mentality there. Does that work? I'm like, yeah, why are we whispering? I'm like, why are we whispering? He's like, well, there's low testosterone. Yeah, me too, man. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, get in there, man.
You didn't do anything besides getting older.
Yeah. Nothing. I said, get into Chesterfield because we're in that general area. I said, they have another location in South County. I'm like, just talk to the board-certified physicians. Tell them what you're going through. I did that. Anthony did that. Brad did that. Once you go through that process, they do the full blood panel, and then they can tell you exactly what's going on. And I finally told them, and trust me, you're not going to want to whisper about it anymore. You're going to tell all your buddies about it, too, so that they feel as good as you do.
Yeah, we're funny, right? We'll push things off. Fine, it's fine. I'm feeling fine. No, man, if you're ticked off all the time, if you're ticked off at yourself or other people, you're not doing you're not pouring in the work that you normally do, if you're not, killing it at home, whether it's with your kids or your spouse or whatever, right? Get back on track. Mentality's there for you. 2 different locations like Jamie just told you, but mentalityhealth.com/radio is where you can find them online. Be the dad who can keep up with the kids. Be the husband and your spouse that you know that you can be and that you want to be for your spouse. Feel and perform like you did 5-10 years ago, whether it's at work, in the gym, or at home. I mean, that's really what it's all about. Mentality has worked for Jamie and I. We're spreading the word because we know it's going to work for you. So, again, tell them that Jamie and Anthony send you when you go down there, but please visit them. Stop being on the the bad treadmill of life and maybe
Yes.
get back into the gym and feel like the you that you want. It's mentality.
Don't slow down. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
All right, it's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN. We got SEC Media Daze going on right now, and Bradford put together some questions for us, and we'll move quickly throughout these, but I think the SEC, college football overall, I think is going to be it's going to be awesome this year. Carey is an Illini fan. He's obviously pumped up for his Illini. My Central Michigan Chippewas have a new coach. So
Do they?
Yeah. So things.
I didn't know that. That wasn't on the. I didn't see that on the old ticker.
I told you last week they did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Carey wasn't listening, though. In fairness to Carey, he wasn't listening.
You looked at me
what
and
day
you
did you
said,
tell
"Oh,
me?
that's cool."
You say it on Thursday?
No, probably Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I think I do remember that. I meant it when I said it was cool. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you say, oh, yeah, that's cool? Or was it the Carey Davis? Oh, yeah, cool. Cool.
I don't remember.
You know what?
It might have been Anthony Stalter. It was great. Yeah, wonderful. Good job.
You know what popped up on my feed last night? I was dying.
What was that?
Nick Saban's story about Derrick Henry. I almost laughed at you guys. I was dying.
It's funny, I saw one too.
I'm sure you did. All right, Bradford, go ahead.
All right, guys, we always know the Kirby Smart's program at Georgia as well as Texas this coming season with Arch Manning at the helm. Those two teams are top tier, no doubt about it. But is there anybody else who could actually crack that top tier in the SEC this year?
Like what top tier? Top 5, you think?
Talking top 5 CFP aspirations, round or two in.
We're talking about
someone who's not already currently there.
That's right.
I don't know that. I really like South Carolina. I don't know that they'll be in that conversation. I mean, Alabama is probably going to be in the conversation again. I know they had what they would consider a down year last year. And just barely missed the college football playoffs. Had a terrible loss. I don't know if it's a terrible loss, but had a really bad loss to Vanderbilt when they were number 1 in the country. I don't think Tennessee is going to be there because they lost their quarterback. Yeah. We'll see how Josh Heupel manages that. He's going to probably be kicking himself in the butt.
Ole Miss lost their guy, too.
Ole Miss quarterback is gone.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's probably wide open. South Carolina is a really good team. I mean, that young man, Lenore Sellers, is a difference maker. So I think he surprised some people last year. He's not going to sneak up on anybody this year. But South Carolina could be a team that could shock some people.
So, Bradford, rephrase that. Who are the teams that we've eliminated from the discussion?
Georgia and Texas.
So Georgia and Texas
and
are
like
the
Ohio State. You got to eliminate that.
Yeah, and we're just talking SEC, right?
Who's next? Who's joining the group? Maybe.
Well, Bradford, I know what you're wanting to hear, but I'm sorry to tell you.
Hey, I'm not going there.
Oh, okay.
Look, I can be objective through the SEC lens, okay?
I thought you were waiting on the Mizzou time.
Hey, don't take his crap, Bradford. Don't. I like the way you did that.
I mean, this team still very well could vie for a CFP berth, but that's neither here nor there today. I won't go there. I won't.
Gator is correct. Florida does have DJ Lagway. He was a really good quarterback for them last year.
Yeah, I think he's probably he's what would you say, 4th or 5th best QB in that conference? If not, I mean, anywhere between 3 and 5, probably.
Arch,
but we don't know what Arch is, right?
Yeah, come on, we do.
I think Arch is going to be good.
And he was good last year when he played.
He was.
The Gunnar Stockton kid from Georgia.
He looks like he's 40 years old.
We don't really know what he is.
I don't believe in him because if he was that much better than what they had, he'd have been playing last year.
Yeah, Carson Beck was good.
Was he?
Yeah, he had a rough year, but
Carson Beck was probably better off the field in life than he was on the field.
Carey, you're making it seem like
anymore.
You're making it seem like Beck wasn't a good player.
I'm making it seem like he was winning more off the field than he was on.
Yeah, and he transferred, and now he's not winning anymore.
That's life.
Yeah,
life comes at you fast.
She's winning.
I'm going to say Florida.
Oh,
I'm going to say Florida. I'm with Gator. Lagway coming back. That offensive line is pretty good, and that defense is legit.
Looks like another pretty brutal schedule to me. We'll see how it shakes out. I know it's in vogue to rip on this program year after year because of the head coach, if nothing else, the head coach, Brian Kelly. But I think that Nussmeier for LSU, honestly, he's underrated at the position. There's a ton of returning talent there in Baton Rouge. If this isn't the year for the breakthrough, year number 2
to be the year.
Defensively under Blake Baker, it has to be now.
Bradford, if that defense has a pulse,
that's it.
I think LSU is legit.
Yeah.
Nussmeier, O-line, Brian Kelly is a good, say what you want, like a family, like that whole thing. Like he's a weirdo.
Family.
But the dude can coach. He's won, dating back to Grand Valley State, Brian Kelly has won everywhere he has gone.
Yeah.
And won him, obviously a relative term. But if that defense is just average, I think LSU is going to be a college football playoff team.
They are already ready to replace Brian Kelly with the former LSU coach. They are going to
Orgeron?
No, not him.
No, Ed's still on a tear right now.
Not Ed. Ed is living life. He's probably living his best life since 2019.
I haven't seen Ed on video with a shirt on in 3 years.
He's living his best life. A different former LSU coach.
Let me guess here, okay?
Heard these rumblings too, Carey.
You can keep going. You can look back and see. It shouldn't be that hard. Some consider him the best college football coach ever, Bob.
I wouldn't consider Les Miles as the best coach ever. I think he's fine.
Les was good. He went to KU and things went sideways for him.
Stunk.
Yeah, he was.
But good at LSU.
He was very good at LSU, but not Les. Before Les.
Okay.
Yeah, he came from a Big Ten school. He actually did. This coach that I'm speaking of,
Jerry Stovall.
No, not Jerry.
Okay.
You want me to help you?
Sure.
Nick Saban.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The greatest coach
from Michigan State.
Michigan State is where he was at.
Yeah,
we played against him.
Bowling Green.
Played against him when he was at LSU too.
Did you? How'd you do?
Not great. We finished third in the Sugar Bowl.
Finished third that night.
Oh man!
Yeah.
If we only had a little bit more time, we would have. That first half. when I tell you that was probably one of the best coached teams I've ever seen.
That was one of the best.
We had a
teams.
specific play where I would get the ball, I would fake like I was kicking out, cutting the defensive lineman or the end man on the line of scrimmage. Brady James literally just stood there with me. He said, "I know what play this is."
That's incredible.
He didn't rush the quarterback. Like the line, it's a line. The line slides. I usually kick the end man, cut him.
Yeah.
While he rushes the quarterback, he must have told them, "Don't ever don't rush the quarterback."
Yeah.
And I went to cut him, and I'm supposed to fake like I'm cutting him and stand up and let him rush past me. Brady was like, "Yeah, I know what play this is." We're standing there talking. Yep. I know what play this is. Hey, ain't not throwing you the ball on this one. Like, get your head, go rush the damn quarterback. Do your damn job. I'm doing my job. You're not. You are supposed to rush. Nope, not on this play.
That's unreal.
incredible.
Kurt threw it at my feet. I'm like, damn it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Zoosh says it's Kentucky, guys. Come on. Oh,
Kentucky was.
We aren't talking about basketball, are we?
No, we aren't. Kentucky was good last year. They had some. They almost beat Georgia.
I think Kentucky. No, sorry, Zoosh, but you know this is coming. I think Kentucky will challenge Mississippi State as the worst team in the SEC this year.
Wow.
I think Mississippi State is going to be an absolute dumpster fire. Well, I didn't say Kentucky. Kentucky's going to be bad. Mississippi State's going to be horrible.
Vandy's also coming back.
Yeah.
Pavia story.
Pavia.
No, that was so 2024.
You don't like Diego?
I like
With
Pavia.
no offensive line and no defense?
No.
Okay. All right.
You know, another team I don't really like, you already referenced it, Carey. If I am assembling a list of teams destined to fall back a bit in 2025, it's going to be Tennessee because you can give a lot of praise to Josh Heupel and the administration, I guess, for how it handled the Iamaleava departure. But
I don't give him credit for that.
some will. Here's what I think. On the field, you're turning over the keys to Joey Aguilar. Yeah, the guy who was supposed to have been the QB for Deshaun Foster's Bruins. The Vols are coming back, but who else is destined to really take that step back lower rung this year?
Can we just unpack that for a second?
Oh, yeah.
So the Tennessee QB goes to UCLA. So the starter now at Tennessee is the kid that's like, "Oh, you're here now? All right, I'll just go take your former job." Like, that's the kid they're getting.
They just traded.
Basically.
They made a swap.
Yeah. I think Ole Miss takes a step back this year, just based on the fact that you lose, Jackson Dart.
Yeah, but Lane is a genius. And he doesn't get enough credit. Lane, and they have I forget who their backup quarterback was. He was actually pretty good. He played in the Georgia game when Jackson Dart got injured, and he's supposed to be the next top tier. Like, Ole Miss might surprise some people as well.
All right. Take a step back.
Can Oklahoma take? Oh, Oklahoma took a step back last year.
Oklahoma take a step back any further.
I think Oklahoma's going to be decent this year.
Do you?
Yeah.
Top 25 decent?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. What?
Looking at this,
Oklahoma's defense is solid. They got a solid defense, and their QB is top tier.
LSU is the team that takes a step back.
Who?
LSU.
Takes a step back?
They finished 9-4 last year.
Ooh.
They'll finish 7-6.
No way.
No, I don't think so.
Punishment.
Oh, wow, we have another one.
I don't want to bet on that. They got Clemson in game 1.
Well, you were so excited about it.
Hold on, let me go over
You did come in hot, I will say.
Well, they're scheduled to start off. They got Clemson, then they got La Tech. They should win that. They might lose to Clemson.
How about we just look at whatever the over-under is for the games?
Okay, let's look at that.
And if we agree on it, and you think they're going to go under,
it's going to be 7.5. Or if it's 8.5, I'll take it.
I bet you would.
If it's 9.5, sign me up. Oh, God, really?
What, 8.5 is a good number.
It's not going to be LSU.
What is it? What's
Tennessee? Tennessee's the poster child for this question.
Yeah, Tennessee lost their best player. Lost their quarterback.
Tennessee's the poster child.
And Josh Heupel is going to lose his job because he was stubborn.
I respectfully think that Sampson was the engine for that offense.
He was. You are correct. Yeah. But you can't lose your starting quarterback from a team that made the college football playoff and think you're going to be better.
I'm with you there. That's why it's fascinating when you think
it's Arch Manning
about those quarterbacks. Very nice segue there. When the championship game rolls around December the 6th in the ATL, will we have that Bulldogs Longhorn showdown, or is there a surprise in store? Does DeBoer lift himself off the mat, maybe get the Crimson Tide there?
I think Alabama will find a way. Georgia, for whatever reason, I don't know what it is about Georgia.
Yeah, why don't you like Georgia?
I don't know.
You don't like the great defense and the powerful offensive line, and the running back depth chart is often 4 or 5 deep.
I think I need to see what they look like at quarterback.
He'll be fine. Gunnar Stockton will be fine. Did you see him step up against Texas?
No, I saw a little bit, but I didn't see it. I don't think he's the guy.
He might not be. He might not be the guy, but he'll be fine for that team
because he got all the guys around him.
Yeah, great running game, great offensive line, excellent defense.
Let's see what South Carolina's schedule looks like.
LSU over/unders 8.5.
There it is.
Yeah, right there.
I got the over. That's at least a 9-win team.
Going 9.
At least.
I got to look at the schedule again.
Wow.
Here it is.
You don't want this smoke.
Who is it? What do you say? Who are we doing? LSU. I'm sorry. I got confused.
Why did you get confused?
Because I was looking at Ole Miss.
Oh.
That's a win. La Tech, Southeast Louisiana. Oh, that's a tough one. Vandy. That's 3 wins. Western Kentucky. They might. You're on.
Yes.
Now we have to figure out what the bet is.
What's the punishment?
We got to think about it.
Well,
I'm not
Bradford and I still have to workshop ours too.
It's true. We have time. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm not dyeing my beard, even though it wasn't terrible.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was pretty light.
It's the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yeah. All right. By the way, I think Caleb DeBoer. I think you gotta let him get his own recruits in there. I mean, he's still working mostly with Saban's guys, which I mean, it's not a bad thing. Don't get me wrong,
but
like
complain about that.
Yeah, you're not going to complain, but still, it's really not his program yet, in my opinion.
Yeah,
but
except on the old line, yeah.
Right, but I do think,
guys.
Bradford, I do think you're on to something where it's like all of a sudden the heat under him is on fire, and I mean every think piece is like, oh, will DeBoer get replaced this season at Alabama? Like, man. He's taking over for Saban. Let's give him a second. All right, we're going to kind of do a similar approach. NFL training camp tour. We're going to start off with the NFC East, and we're going to work our way throughout the divisions leading up to next Friday, which I believe is where the training camps really open up. So NFC East next on 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN has your shot to score a pair of passes to Holiday World and Splash and Safari.
Find that chance to win a pair of free passes to Holiday World and Splash and Safari right now at 101ESPN.com or your 101 mobile app.
And cool off this summer at the water coaster capital of the world. Plan your family trip to Holiday World and Splash and Safari today. The splash and fun begins at holidayworld.com.
Get social with 101 ESPN. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, Threads, Blue Sky, and YouTube at 101 ESPN.
101 ESPN Sports Center.
Another Midsummer Classic in the books. I'm Bradford Bruns. Your Sports Center update is powered by Saliga Heating and Cooling. Last night at Truist Park, Kyle Schwarber lifted his National League squad over its AL counterpart as Major League Baseball wrapped up All-Star Week festivities. It was a novel swing-off finish on which Brad Thompson commented last hour.
It was a great experience. I was happy for Donny. Got a chance, to see both of his knocks. So a good day for him, and I thought they did it as well as you're going to do something like that.
Brendan Donovan referenced there. He had 2 hits ahead of Friday's Cardinals' second-half opener versus Arizona. The Sports Center update was brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Daikin heating and air conditioning dealer.
This is the Fast Lane on 101 ESPN.
It's Fast Lane on 101 ESPN with Carey Davis and Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. Bradford Bruns in for Andrew Marsh. And each day leading up to next Friday, we're going to take one division in the NFL and highlight some of the bigger questions surrounding kind of the rookie training camps. Not necessarily rookies, period, but the rookie training camps. Bradford, NFC East Day.
Let's kick it off with those G-men. The rookies have already reported, in fact, to East Rutherford. So the Giants, Cowboys, Commanders, as well as the Eagles will be taking stock of those teams today. The big question there as it pertains to the G-men guys, how soon can Jackson Dart, previously of Ole Miss, start? When is he going to usurp Russell Wilson?
See how training camp goes. He could be the day one starter. It just depends on how well he can pick up the offense. If you are Brian Daboll, I don't want to waste no time because my job is on the line. I can't afford to. And I think Russell has had an outstanding career, Super Bowl champion, been there twice. But this is his 4th team in 4 years. He was in Seattle, then he was in Denver, Pittsburgh. Now he's in New York. Mm-hmm. There's a reason for that. He's to the point of his career where he's probably going to be best served as a backup. You drafted Jackson Dart in the 1st round. If I'm Brian Daboll and this young man can pick up the offense, throw the ball to Malik and we'll figure the rest out. Throw the ball to Malik, we'll figure it out. Hand it off when you can, and we'll do what we need to do. But day one.
I agree with you that Brian Daboll's job is on the line here. So they start off, the regular season starts off with Washington at Washington. Then they go to Dallas at Dallas. And I don't think the Cowboys are going to be great, but then they go to the Chiefs, or they host the Chiefs, host the Chargers. I think Jackson Dart will be your Week 5 starter for the Giants when they go to New Orleans and take on a Saints team that might not even win the NFC, or might not even win the SEC if they had an opportunity to play there. They're going to be terrible. So I think it's going to line up perfectly for Jackson Dart week 5. Jackson Dart, week 5. Russell Wilson gets his brains kicked in the first 4 weeks.
They've got a tough schedule. Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, Eagles, Broncos, Eagles, 49ers, Lions, Packers, Commanders. This is not great.
I'm letting them play because my job is on the line. Mm-hmm. I got a good defense. I drafted Abdul Carter in the 1st round. I got a couple other defensive ends that get after the quarterback. We got to figure it out. Go start, hand the ball off, throw the ball to Malik Neighbors. We'll be fine.
I think the Saints are going to have the number 1 overall pick. I think the Giants are going to have the number 2 overall pick.
Wow.
Can't disagree there.
Really? You think they're going to be that bad?
I do, sir.
Did you forget about all the teams in the AFC South?
No. They'll beat each other up. They'll win a couple games. That Saints team is going to be lucky to win 2 games this year. Giants, I think they're 3 or 4 win team.
Let's stick with the quarterback spot. Yes, we'll get to the number 9 quarterback in the league per ESPN rankings, Jalen Hurts, in a minute. I don't know about that, but Big D, Dak Prescott, working his way back. Jamie, that one was just for you.
Yeah.
Because Prescott, when you're hampered, you know what? You're trying to work your way back onto the field. And in the NFL draft, Dallas trying to solidify at least its offensive line, taking Booker out of Alabama. Can the ground game get on track with Blue being selected out of Texas? What are your expectations? This is a serious question. You're number one, Brian Schottenheimer at the helm. What are we going to get from Dallas this year?
I think they have the offensive line to run the ball. I don't know what Javonte Williams is going to be at the running back position. I thought he was really good as a rookie, probably.
Oh, wow.
Miles Sanders, kind of similar. Jaden Blue, I think is going to be, I don't know what he is either. He's a rookie. So we'll see what they look like running the football. Passing the ball, they added George Pickens, who I think is an outstanding receiver to go along with CeeDee Lamb. I think that helps Dak Prescott a lot. So passing the ball, I think they'll be fine. If they can't run the ball, that's going to be the issue, though. So what the running game looks like with those three guys, who decides to take the lead, who becomes the lead back, do they try to feature all three of them? I don't know. I think that's the issue that they're going to have right now, running the football with those three guys, figuring out who it is.
I think they're going to be average this year. I think they're going to be an average team. But I can't get behind Brian Schottenheimer. Like, it's surprising. I think Matt Eberflus would be fine, defensive coordinator, but like Brian Schottenheimer is not. That was a terrible hire.
It's a very puzzling one, that's for sure.
He'll be fine.
It's a mouthpiece hire. Come on. It's a yes man.
Oh, got it. Got it. Yeah. It's a baseball hire. It's a Major League Baseball hire. Just put anybody in.
Got weird.
The front office just tells you what to do.
Yeah. I understand.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
You're looking at me confused.
No, I'm not confused.
Fortunately, the front office situation is much better these days in Washington. That's where we're going next, because Jaden Daniels and company looking to perhaps take that next step, prevail in a would-be championship affair on the NFC side. Now, late in the 3 o'clock hour, we talked about it during NFL 4 Downs. Terry McLaurin not happy with his contract situation at present, but you do have additional weapons. You brought on board different guys during the offseason. So, number one, is Debo going to return to being Debo as that secondary threat? And what do you think about that defense? Is it on the come as well?
That I don't know. That last part I don't know, because that's the big question, right? Like, can the defense take a next step? Because if the defense takes a next step, then you're already pairing it with the Jaden Daniels breakout. Cliff Kingsbury, I thought, did a great job. This is a team on the rise. I don't think there's any question about that.
12-5 last year. Are they equal or better this year?
I think they're 12-5.
Yeah,
I think they're worse this year.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
agree.
It's a much tougher schedule.
I'm just saying.
Much tougher, isn't it? Last year was the most advantageous you could have.
Correct. So now they're going to play a second-place schedule. Yep. But if you go back to last year, and I've mentioned this before, and look, credit them, they won, period. They should have lost the Bears game. I think they had 3, 4, or 5 games.
That guy stopped playing. Like, oh, the ball snapped. Oh, no, is it? What do you mean?
What are you doing?
Thank you.
It would have been it would have been better if he just kept playing to the crowd, because he was the one that came in there and tipped it.
Yes.
Anyways, they had a lot of close games last year. If just a couple of them go the other way, Washington is a worse team. But I do think they're a wild card team. Again, but I don't think they're winning 12 games.
Well, yeah. They got to be a wild card team. They can't win the division. I mean, they can, but they won't.
Right.
Because this team he's about to talk about next.
What I'm saying is they're going to be worse, but I still think they're a wild card team.
Yeah.
As Carey hinted at right there, ho-hum, the last team on this list, just the garden variety reigning Super Bowl champion. Philadelphia, slings and arrows galore for this organization during the offseason, but Philadelphia continuing to do its thing. Are we witnessing, guys, to me, the most interesting question here or issue isn't whether Philly is going to repeat as a division champion, but rather, are we witnessing here a program, so much talent internally on the roster that is perhaps on the cusp of maybe building as much of a dynastic run as you can in today's NFL?
Yeah.
This team is
they're loaded.
I'm looking at their depth chart, and on our lads, the depth chart, they don't have a single rookie as a starter, slated as a starter. Jahad Campbell might be the starter at middle linebacker, depending on what happens with Nakobe Dean. But, man, when you can draft and you don't have to thrust those guys into starting positions right away, you don't have to worry about, this team, to me, the way that they drafted over the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years, they have done an outstanding job. They're going to just continue to build, and they're going to be ready year after year to replace whatever gets injured, whoever gets older, whoever leaves for free agency, like they have all of the answers year after year to replace guys that are on the roster right now that are starters.
Yeah, absolutely. The Eagles are loaded from top to bottom. Now they got to replace their coordinators, but they're going to be, the offensive coordinator. Yeah. But they're loaded. They're going to be NFC champions again this year, if not Super Bowl champions. But the Chiefs got the revenge tour going on, so probably be the Chiefs.
I don't know.
Probably overtime.
No.
Yeah. All right, we'll wrap up the show next on 101 ESPN.
The MLB is on ESPN Saturday. Mets and Reds. Pregame at 2:30. First pitch at 3:10. The MLB plays on 101 ESPN.
Dents Express, St. Louis's leaders in hail damage repair. Call 636-227-5050.
When you ride, you feel the freedom of the open road. But when the road turns dangerous and an accident happens, the pain and confusion can be overwhelming. If you're injured in a motorcycle accident, you need someone who understands. At Kaufman Townsley, we're your St. Louis neighbors. We live here, work here, and we know how important your recovery is. We'll fight for you so you can focus on healing. Kaufman Townsley, real people, real results. Call 314-500-5000.
Circa Sports Las Vegas, they've got lots of great contests going on year-round, but especially during football season. They've got the Circa Million, Circa Survivor, and the Circa Grandissimo. Yes, lots of great things going on there. Over $21 million in guaranteed prizes. There is a catch, though, and it's not a bad one. Trust me, you're going to thank me for it. You have to register in Las Vegas. Get out there. Check out Circa Sportsbook in Las Vegas. You'll love it. They've got the Stadium Swim open right now. You can watch any sporting event you want. Heck, you can watch a tennis match, just like my guy Carey was betting on earlier today. And then once you register, you can operate everything from the palm of your hand. Download the Circa Sports Illinois app today. Super easy to find on the website or the app store. Very, very user-friendly. Great odds. In fact, the best odds of any app that's out there. That means bigger payouts. You got tight money line splits as well. High betting limits. And overall, it's just a lot of fun to use the app all the time. So please check it out. Download it. Bet like a pro with your Circa Sports Illinois app. And please don't miss out on any of that excitement over there at Circa Sports. If you know someone who may have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Blues hockey is on 101 ESPN.
Get the inside scoop on and off the ice with the Last Minute Blues podcast with Alex Ferrario, Jeremy Rutherford, and Donny Fandango.
Blues opinion, talk, and speculation. It's what we do.
Watch or listen to the Last Minute Blues podcast on our YouTube channel or at 101ESPN.com. You're in the fast lane on 101 ESPN.
Well, if you missed anything from today's show, you can always download the podcast available at 101ESPN.com or via the Dobbs Tire and Auto Center's 101 ESPN mobile app. All the podcasts first brought to you by Shave Door Company. Time to find out what everybody learned, starting with our guy, Carey Davis.
Yeah, I learned that Central Michigan has a new coach, new ball coach.
You know where they got him from, right?
Nah.
Army.
Okay. Learned that today.
He was the offensive line coach for Army.
Okay. I'm going to run the triple option.
Yes, sir.
Central Michigan.
Yeah.
They're going to catch the entire MAC by surprise.
Damn right they are. Thank you for finally believing.
Yeah. New coach.
New coach. Who dis?
What's his name?
I don't know. Jeff something.
Jeff something.
That's the best thing ever.
He played in the Gauntlet today, too.
Oh, boy.
Beat me.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah, his name, of course, is Matt Drinkle. Matt Drinkle. That'll be great. Welcome to Mount Pleasant, Matt. Jamie, what'd you learn today?
Yeah, I learned that some of our text line is more passionate about attacking me for my opinion about Scotty Scheffler than Scotty Scheffler is about golf, quite honestly.
Oh, Snapdragon.
Yeah. Coming at me, calling me a curmudgeon, calling me smug. Oddly enough, neither of those people have ever answered my text back yet.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Appreciate your opinions.
Come at me, bro.
Even if they're wrong.
I'm a man.
I'm 40. Bradford, what'd you learn today?
Jamie, I simply learned that when the PGA Tour eventually makes its way here to St. Louis in 2040 or so, again, you will not be following Scotty Scheffler.
No, I'll be following him.
He won't be playing.
Just like Shooter McGavin had that guy. Hey, Scheffler! Nice shot in the woods, eh? Hope you brought your chainsaw.
Not that you care.
Not that you care. That's right. Shake another one. You don't care.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
What I learned was anytime I start talking about Mr. Brighthouse, I am both a hero and the most awful person ever.
Is it so? I've heard. What is the name of the song? Is it Bright House or Bright Side?
He shows no respect to the song. He's doing the Anthony thing. It's like when you're mad at
Bright House.
when you don't like somebody, and then in front of other people you just keep calling them the wrong name as a sign of disrespect.
Okay,
that's what Anthony's doing.
Mr. Brightside is the actual name of the song.
I've actually said it so many times. I actually thought the name of the song was Bright House.
I don't believe you.
I
don't.
It's true.
I just don't.
But Jamie's right. This has been all spite.
That's truth.
That's the truth.
Yes.
Bradford?
All right, we do have some compliments to pass out, guys. First of all, Lisa, have a good night, guys. Off and back at it tomorrow. Looking forward to the show at that point as well. Doc17 from the Snake Pit. I fast lane love this show.
Yes.
And Splashback Deuce, he said, okay vibes, generally speaking, but also not that fulfilling at the end.
Oh, no. Yeah. Way to tie it
Scotty
in, though.
Scheffler is Splashback Deuce.
That'd be awesome.
No, it really wouldn't.
Okay. Awesome for him.
It's not true. Splashback's way more passionate.
It's it's true. You're right.
Ready for some stars?
Yes, sir.
It's time for the Fast Lane's 3 Stars of the Day. Presented by Circus Sports Illinois. Sports betting the way it should be.
All right, we'll be pretty quick with these. Number 3, the star goes to the grannies out there at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, man.
They've absorbed a lot.
Yeah, I guess so.
A lot of beatings over the years.
Jeez.
That's a Tatis guy.
Holy
My goodness.
smokes.
This is the smallest consolation prize we can give to them, unfortunately. Star number 2 going to none other than, and Carey, you will have to give me the assist on this one. Big time night, a big time night on the horizon, and we are looking out for your favorite tennis player.
Oh, yeah.
Boo!
Yunchakoti, Yunchauketi.
Boo, yeah. You're my boo.
Yunchauketi.
You'll always be our boo. There you go.
Well done.
Carey doesn't even know where he can find that thing to watch.
I'm shocked he saw the score from last night.
Yeah, I found that.
Did he though?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Duckworth won. Well, take my word for it.
Duckworth won. We have no idea who's that Duckworth.
Mr. Duckworth. And finally, star number 1 for this edition of the Fast Lane will go to punishments that have yet to be determined and those that we have established. We have a couple in the works. Jamie, yours truly, Stoltz, and CD. Yeah, they're on the way, guys. They're on the way.
I'm going to think of a good one for you.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
Real good one.
Okay.
What ticks off CD? Mizzou. That ticks.
Yes,
SEC. SEC, yeah, the SEC bias. Oh, that'd be perfect, actually. He gets the LSU punishment or prediction wrong, then has to serve some sort of SEC punishment. Like wearing a Mizzou, one piece of Mizzou clothing every day for a month.
For a month?
A month?
Yeah.
Oh,
Carey, I'm not able to give you that many articles.
Empty out your closet.
Who's buying this Mizzou gear?
We got Bradford.
He just hands you his.
It's in the closet. It's not that hard.
Bradford is going
for a month.
It's going to be a little stretched out. But
on day 30, I just cannot wait for Carey to wear the Mizzou underwear.
Yeah.
I'm already itching.
Not going there. Not going there.
You'll be fine. All right. For Bradford Bruns, thank you, sir. You'll be back tomorrow. In for Andrew Marsh. For Carey Davis. For Jamie Rivers. I'm Anthony Stalter. We will see you.
The 101 Reward Center is always loaded up with awesome giveaways. And right now we have your chance to win a tailor-made golf bag. Enter to score that sleek tailor-made golf bag right now at 101ESPN.com or on your 101 mobile app powered by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers.